Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you, dumbass.
Shit. Oh, that's not.
Oh, there's a lot of no audios I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness. I just talked for a minute and 26 seconds. Well, good. You weren't even here.
Dude,
Son of a
look
bitch.
at your hair.
Oh, I knew we were going to start
Steven
there.
Seagal, here
Oh
we
my-
go.
Oh, Steven Seagal. Wow.
Damn, son.
Let me see this Steven Seagal.
Oh, dude, you're
I will not tolerate that bullshit. Let me see this.
That's exactly who you look like.
Steven Seagal. Oh, here we go. Where's my share screen? There it is.
Oh,
right.
yeah, baby.
All right.
Look at that. I love it.
Pick one. Which one am I? This one?
All of them.
This? Oh, you can't even see my arrow. Darn it. What is going on? So I've been out of town, Josh, for like 7 or 8 days, and I'm just back in the studio. So the audio was fucked up. I was just complaining about how I don't know what's going on here because it's been a week since
man.
Tomorrow I'm reworking the whole studio. I'm so excited.
What are you gonna do?
Move it around. Right now I have it set up so some people can come in live, but I've never really utilized it. Tomorrow I'm gonna just like change the whole thing around so it's like friendly. So when you come over, like you and the homies can like, you know, it looks like a legit podcast studio instead of me being pushed in the corner here.
I like it, man. I like it.
Thanks. What about the man bun? You like that?
It's okay. You know, I'm not, it's very,
You don't think the pay him shirt kind of equals it out? Estrogen, testosterone. It's like a nice balance of.
I don't know. I literally was pretty close to being able to put my hair in a man bun literally until about 3 hours ago, and I went and got a haircut. It was driving me crazy.
I did see that you were kind of going back for the kind of Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk days, the 2000, you know, like 12, 11, 12, what was that? 16. Yeah.
I was just being lazy. I just hadn't gotten a haircut. There was nothing to it. It was just laziness. Just hadn't gotten a haircut.
Priorities.
Exactly.
Thank you for the no disc golf show. All right. I was just saying before you came on that there's a guy who has a podcast called Coffee Pods and Wads.
Yeah, I've been on it.
Pedro, you have been on it. And he interviewed Don Fall today live, and it's a fucking good interview.
Really?
And like, yeah, and so, it's like funny, depending on the mood I'm in, like I want to like say nice things that Don did a great job, but then when I get in a bad mood, I'm like, Don did a shitty job. So I haven't decided like, how I'm going to address it.
I love it.
But yeah, it's funny.
Nice.
Some things are mood dependent.
Yeah, I can see that. What was good about the interview? What was happening in it?
Pedro asked him some hard questions. Pedro was like just pushing on him, like, "Hey, what the fuck's up? You guys are doing, you know, this is the first time semifinals have ever been done that I can recall where they didn't stream some of the events. So the athletes
I saw that. There's like not everything, like Linda's not being streamed. Like one of the throwback workouts, original female workouts. That's like so awesome, and they're not going to stream that one. That's weird.
The athletes are going to take the field 6 times for 7 workouts, and you're not going to stream twice when they take the field.
What's the reasoning? Have they said?
Well, I mean, I'm just going to say, I don't know. I can't remember if they've said, but it's money. It's resources. It's money.
Gotcha.
Don does allude to one thing. He basically says, we did I think this, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he said, due to limited resources, we figured out which time gets the most bang for the buck based on the number of viewers historically. So we got rid of those 2 workouts. And then he went on to say, and the workouts are on 2 different floors. So it was hard moving the camera people, which makes no sense because it's at 6 or 7 different venues. And then he kind of covered his ass and said, oh, well, you better follow up and ask JB that question. Meaning like it's kind of below his pay grade.
Gotcha.
But it's huge. It's huge. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to see what happened in 2018, 19, and 20. And you have the fewest, you have the most white athletes and the least media ever in the history of the games. After there was this attempt by the community to get more media and more sprinkles on the donut. And it's just, I'm enjoying it, the irony.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't understand it. And they're also doing it not on weekends.
You're kind of like, you look like Don Fall.
I don't tell you the truth. I don't even know if I've definitely never met him.
You're the black-haired version of him. You could be his brother.
I like it. Thank you. I don't know if it's a compliment or a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a compliment.
I thought it was weird that they're not doing it on weekends either. It's literally just they're going to do 3 days in a row, the next 3 days, the next 3 days, the next 3 days, the next 3 days, right?
No. It's all weekends. Every weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
3 weeks my understanding, 3 weeks in a row, basically Friday through Sunday, the normal thing. So is right? Maybe someone will unfuck us in the did you? I didn't send Fraser a link. Did you?
No.
Oh, all right.
You should do it.
Maddie, you think he misses the show?
I think so.
I do too.
For sure.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of Dawn Fall for you. Have you looked at the workouts?
Yeah, I've looked at the workouts. Jesus.
Well, the reason why I ask is because I think so. I always just imagine you're kind of distant from the community, but you're not.
I'm not distant. No, I'm not like as involved as I obviously once was when I was competing. But really, I don't know about that.
Yeah, just put he does his hair the same way. He's all clean cut. He's, you know what I mean? He's the blonde version of you, blonde skinny version of you.
Okay.
Marine Recon.
Oh, nice. I like it. Fuck yeah. That's cool. The workouts. We were talking about the workouts. Sorry. I was going to kind of like pull them up.
Hey.
You got them already? You got them already? You already got them, Steven?
I don't, but let me do it. Oh shit. Look at this. Look if you go to the CrossFit Games Instagram account.
I know.
By the way, I noticed your Instagram account is started moving north again.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, man. I know, right there, right at the top, baby. Look at that.
This is his 1 rep max. If he's able to hit this,
good old days.
Had a couple failed attempts, just not able to solidify his
throw up, and
body
they included
underneath
your
that.
buddy Dan Bailey in this.
So close.
Hey,
that boy's thick right there. Damn.
Yeah, look at your ass.
Look, hey, damn, dude.
It's a dump truck.
Thanks for noticing.
Hey, when I watch this, I'm tripping that all that right there is that excitement is could be like an adrenaline dump. Like you shoot your load with that instead of like saving that in and using it for your next lift, right?
Well, I was getting fired up because I knew that I had the lift. I remember hitting those failed, the ones that I failed. I remember just realizing I have it. No, I have this weight. Like this weight's going to go overhead. And so it wasn't really an adrenaline dump for me. It was more so like getting myself fired up.
I mean, because you can only do that.
Focusing it.
You can only do that so many times, right? So like in that sandbag lift, do you remember that last year?
Yeah.
And wasn't part of you like, I mean, I've never done it, but you've done it, I'm guessing, where you're like, how many more times can Ricky Garrard and Justin Medeiros get themselves up for that, right? I mean,
yeah,
the last 3 lifts they should have failed, and they had kept getting up and doing it and getting up. You know what I mean by get up? I don't mean get out of their chair.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Getting the adrenaline, getting everything going to where like there's certain movements too where all of a sudden it's just gone. And snatch is one of them, to where like you'll work up, everything's feeling great, everything's feeling smooth, you're feeling fired up, everything's firing, the muscles are going, like you're hitting the right positions, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. But like this competition right here, the crowd was keeping me up. And every time that I missed it, they were like really close misses to where I knew that I had it. And so I was able to stay up.
The crowd. Okay, here we go. So what was the time cap on this? Do you remember?
It was like 11 minutes.
Okay, so we're at the 9-minute mark. Shit's getting weird.
Yeah, it's getting close. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you failed your first lift, and it's 265.
I failed it a few times already, I think, or a couple times.
And the announcer said this is your PR.
I had not. Yeah, I never hit this weight yet. The most
in your life, on your existence on planet Earth. Okay.
Yeah, my existence.
Okay. Katie, please don't shower us with money quite yet. I don't have time. I really enjoy the Josh and Sevan shows. Thanks, guys.
You should put my name in front of yours on that podcast up there. I agree.
Thank you. Okay. Am I stuttering at all?
No,
I don't mean like I'm having a stroke. I mean like my screen, my internet. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay, here we go.
Andrew Kong at 8:16 have passed, as is now.
Oh, Lucero to your right.
Yeah.
And are you paying attention with the man bun?
No, I wasn't paying attention to them. Like I did not care about it, winning this. I just cared about hitting the weight twice because when I practiced it, when I trained it, every weight leading up to it, it was like 185, 185, 225, 245, 265. Like every weight prior to that, I had no issues with. Like I didn't miss. I had to hit 245 4 times. I had 0 misses. Like I hit every one of them. Like it wasn't even like a thought in my mind I was going to miss it, but I never hit 265. And so I never even attempted 265 in training. I would just do pulls. So I'd do the workout up to 265, and then at 265 I just did pulls, and I knew in my head I was like, I'm gonna get this on the floor.
You
And
did?
I saw it, yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. I have no doubt about it in my mind.
Wow. So you weren't nervous, you weren't pissed off when you saw this, like, what the fuck, this is too heavy?
No, I was excited. I was stoked. I was like, I'm gonna fucking PR my snatch in competition after performing. It was like 10, what was it, 10 8 6 4 2, I believe. I don't remember the exact weights. I think it was it 185, 205, 225, 245, 265.
Mike Poolboy, what am I watching? Sounds like Sevan, but I'm watching Josh being interviewed by what appears to be an upset Uber driver. Yes.
Damn right, Rosemary liked it.
And is that still your PR?
Yes. I hit it, and I only hit it the next year in the Open. They had the weight in the Open, and I hit it. I think you're supposed to hit it 3 times, and I only hit it twice.
Look at Lauren Fisher. I want to see a replay of when Rasmus Wanderson winning this event.
Yeah, because people care about that. Who's that guy again? Who is that?
Yeah. Daywalker. Josh Bridges is a good dude. We as we've learned on the last show, he's the last good dude.
Yeah.
Josh shared a story about the Sevan podcast last year that led me here, so thanks for that, Josh. Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I like it. Cop, Jessica Valenzuela. She's a cop. Regular listener. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something, Josh?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go.
Continue.
Raz's time of 8:36.
Okay. Do you know? Are you nodding your head? Is that what you were doing? You know?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I know what?
You know it's going up?
Yeah.
Right there, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I caught it. I'm like, okay, I'm in the position. I got it. Now I just had to like settle it and stand up.
Because you're like nodding your head and shit.
Yeah, because I fucking know.
There you go, Josh! Are you kidding me? Wow!
And the very gentle, you came down with it very gently.
Well, because I knew I had to hit it again.
Okay, don't bust your nut.
No, yeah. So I was like, don't, like, in my mind, I go, don't celebrate this lift because I have to hit it again. And if I celebrate it, because in training, if I would hit a PR, like that was it. There were no more lifts, lifts were happening. You know, you're like, you're done. You're like, that's it. I'm good. Like, I'm good to go. I don't need to do anything else. In that moment, I recognized very quickly, I'm like, I have to hit this again. So don't celebrate this. Like,
dude, this never happens.
Never.
Right? You're done. Like, in reality, you're done. He did good. The crowd is happy. He got it once. He's like, it's a PR. He's the little guy. He's not supposed to get it. He's never got it before. Good job.
Yeah. Because if that was in my garage and I was hitting that for a PR, I would have slammed that weight. I would have fucking ripped my shirt off and, chugged 10 beers. Like, It would have been insane. Like, I would have just like celebrated so hard, especially a snatch PR, because it just rarely came.
10 shots of espresso. 10 shots of espresso.
Exactly. And so but I caught myself, like, as I was standing it up, I was like, you have to hit this again. The celebration, the lift isn't over. Like, so don't feel like it's over, because it's not, because you still have to do it again.
Josh looking like a tow truck driver on Yellow Jackets and Mad Dog 2020. I don't even get it. I don't get
Yellow Jackets. They were like these like caffeine pills at gas stations.
Okay. Hey, shut it, burpee dude. The stop pausing stuff on. We can't see the video clearly. Get pipe down. I'll pause it all I want. I'm milking this shit. We got 90 minutes. I got to milk it. I can't even believe we found something so good right off the bat. We came over here to talk about workouts, and instead we're living in the past. Okay, here we go. Oh, what's up with the shirt athlete? They gave you that? That's issued from the event?
That was Rogue.
Rogue, okay. But not so you got to choose that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, they don't tell us what to wear. They just give us a bunch of shirts.
Okay. Oh, but they did give you that. That was provided.
Yeah, Rogue gave us those.
Okay.
They give you a Rogue athlete.
Okay.
The PR for Josh Bridges after 3
And because oh my God, did you see your eyes? They were crazy.
attempts at that. Unbelievable. But did you see the fight?
So your hair was getting close to that look.
It was, man. It was about there today.
That bottom position, kept his body locked out and didn't rush it.
There's my boy,
and
Man
that was
Bun.
what allowed him to get up. That was awesome. Dan Bailey in at 9:01.
Okay, 9 minutes, 2 minutes left here.
Not
Garrett Fisher,
necessarily.
does he still do CrossFit?
I don't think so, man. I haven't
What
heard
happened
it.
to him?
I have no idea what happened to him.
All right.
Really a strong play looking at it for him, but wow, what a performance. Bridges almost getting
Look
Now-
at that. Just
Now what?
That was bad. I was like, damn it. But I knew it was just a bad pull. I was like,
You
oh,
did?
that was just a bad pull. I go, that was just a bad pull. And I had to like stay there. You know, I had to stay in the zone because if I fucking got out, it was gone. And I was like, don't do it. You're there. You still have this weight.
In hindsight, are you like, holy fuck, what a stuff? This is just crazy that you're able to stay up.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like looking back on it, it really is because it would never have happened anywhere else. Like nowhere else.
Well, 90% of the time we see someone, let me say 70% of the time we see people and they get put in a situation, do something miraculous and they fail. They're not able to pull it off. Froning with the 400-pound and Tommy Hackenbrook with the 400 pounds overhead, and they had the opportunity to do something miraculous and they didn't do it, but it was still cool, right?
Right.
We saw them go for something miraculous, right? Remember, you know what I'm talking about? The 400 pounds overhead. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And do you need another pair of headphones? Does she want to jump in or I can give her a link.
She's cooking dinner, man. Chill out.
And so, that's 70% of the time they go, it's cool. We get to see someone try something miraculous. And then the other 29% of the time we see them do it once and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we cheer them on like, okay, good job, Cody. You lifted the heavy weight, but you took last place. Cody Anderson. You know what I mean? Or Chris Spieler. Good job. You know what I mean? Like Jason Kleber ran you over, but you didn't die. It's good. Fine. Good. It's good. But you never see this happen. You just don't.
No, you really don't. It was a really cool experience. I was like stoked that Castro, that Dave made the fucking workout. Like it was a beautifully written workout that like the ladder, just like, hey, now you get to snatch heavy, but you have to have your heart rate up while you do it. I love these workouts. These were my favorite workouts. I did these all the time in training, and it just happened to happen the right year at the right time. And there was nothing that was stopping me. And this was like that first workout. It was the first workout of the weekend, and it was the heavy workout. And, I wasn't supposed to do that well. And I end up taking, I think like a top 10 or maybe, I don't know, right around like 10th or 11th or something, which, normally I'm at the very bottom of the heavy workout. And I don't think people just were like expecting me to hit the 265. And you know what the funny thing is? I was the fucking second we were the final heat, and I was the second person to the final bar. Like I went through the first 4 bars faster than only I think it was Rasmus, I believe, was the only person that beat me to the final bar.
I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word on it.
Me neither. I something like that.
A couple comments here. Trish, what did she say? Bridges is a kept man now. I mean, when he says she's making dinner, I know what that means. She turned on the stove, she spit on a pan, and then fucking threw a fucking pound of hamburger meat on it and put a lid on it. And she's like, I'm in the garage working out. It'll be ready in 15.
That's funny. Close. It's probably flank steak, not hamburger meat.
Okay. There was one. What is there? Something else in here. I think someone said something mean to you. I want to make sure if anyone says anything mean to you, it gets read.
Get it out there.
We're never going to see this happen at this rate. Quiet, pipe down.
Rigged programming.
I'm soaking in this. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but it's a good ending. Robbie Meyer, Sevan, it's my birthday. Can Josh wish me a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Robbie.
There you go. Okay.
I hope you're happy.
Okay, here we go. So there you are, just a pile of shit on the ground. Snot coming out of your nose. You're crying.
Yeah.
back to back there.
Conscientious of the clock at all?
No. Kind of. A little bit. It was either 10 or 11 minutes. I can't remember the time cap on it, but I knew I had to get it. Like, I was definitely like, if I wasn't going to get it in this rep or the next rep, it probably wasn't going.
Hold on. Let's take another quick break here. Sevan, I love you. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna bathe in that for a second. Hey, the great Mike Kozlop in the right-hand corner with his camera.
Yeah, man.
Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm somewhere. Okay.
Not doing your job.
No. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so low. Look how low.
Do you know who your judge is by name of that?
No, but he was he commented actually in the comment section on the games. I can picture his face, but I had no idea. He might have been the only time he ever judged me.
Here's some hot chick who says Josh is my favorite CrossFit athlete. Here's I can't tell if she's hot or not, but you're her favorite too. Quit acting like you'll ever be able to replicate these moments if you keep heading the direction you are now. I do love me some Josh Bridges moments though. Oh wow, a dig at CrossFit. All right. Where's the guy who said he's your judge?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of comments that might.
Josh is the effing man. I know you don't like swearing, so I edited that.
I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, look at this. Back when the media department was incredible. Sevan Rinsta. My goodness. I didn't even well, I guess I should expect compliments everywhere I look.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, here we go. Settle down, everyone. We're gonna get to it. Extra sloppy. Josh, MFK, Matt Rich, Dan Bailey. Oh wow. Jeez, Josh, this is good. This person hates you. They want to know if you would who you would marry, fuck, or kill.
I know what MFK is.
Oh, you're fucked. This is gonna be a long day for you. This guy doesn't stop with that shit.
Good deal.
But he pays money and I'm a whore. So would you like to put these in any particular order, Matt, Rich, or Dan?
No.
No. Good. Okay. Hey, look at it. He held his head. He was born gay. He's worked hard to be straight. Josh. That's it. He has the net shirt's coming out next week. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to seriousness. So you make the lift, you tell yourself, hey, stay calm, jackass. You need to stay up, stay focused. You missed the first one. You're like, okay, pull it together. I can do it. But now this is a problem.
Yeah, that was
that was like you said, no one comes back from snatches. I mean, you're fatigued.
It's true. I was still up though. I was still up because that one it was like right there. I left it just a tad forward and I tried to sneak underneath it. And that's where you see me like trying to get as low as I can. But that's why I was like, again, the same thing in my head. I was like, nope, I got this. I still got, like, every fucking time I missed that weight, I was like, I got this. I got this. And like, that was the only thing that kept me up because I fucking knew I did, because I could tell, like, you can tell when you're going to hit a weight. You're like, no, I got this. Did
you really know or delusional? You lying to yourself?
I wasn't lying to myself. I knew it.
Okay. The extra sloppy says I broke my first guest because this guy does that marry, fuck, kill thing to all the guests, and he's incessant about it. And he says he broke you. But I'm going to give you another take on it. He's the first fucking alpha male that we've had on here. He's like, fuck you, I ain't doing that.
Oh, me though.
Night Codes. How can I make this about me, Sevan? Well, it is called the Sevan Podcast.
That's true.
But I appreciate it. Thank you. The rest of my day is about my kids. This is the hour and a half I bring Josh on to talk about myself. Thank you.
Talk about Steven Seagal.
Douche. I would have yelled at you, but my wife told me to I should always look like I'm in control.
You should.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, look at that head nod. Who are you who's that head nod for?
Me, baby. Boom! Look how buttery smooth that one was.
Hey, it was. How come you didn't run across the finish line?
Oh, because it was like I wasn't trying. Nobody else was on the floor. I was the last guy on the floor, so it didn't matter. I was just like, whatever.
But there were 30 guys. There were 30 guys there, right? You were competing against. And like you said, you got 10th or 11th. Did anyone?
It was basically either you got the weight or you didn't, kind of thing. And so most people who got to that bar, whoever got to that 265 or finished the 265 bar, probably beat me. But a lot of people got to it and couldn't do it.
Okay. So you knew at that point you're in a rare.
At that point, I was just like, I got the weight. That's all I wanted. That was a fucking W.
Oh, you know what I realized? I have the live call-in number going down here, but I'd never hooked up the the number. Jesus Christ.
Son of a bitch.
Because it's my first day back. I didn't put, so if anyone tried calling, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're fucked. I don't know where the phone is.
It's all right. We can talk. We don't need anybody else.
I wonder if
there's enough comments over there. We can stay engaged.
I like it when people call in and like pressure my guests. Can you bring my computer bag? Please, always, please. Starbucks, it's nice.
Try to slick my hair back like you, man. It's cool.
When you take your kids to Starbucks, for example, and they're going to order something.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Take my kids to Starbucks? Are you fucking kidding me? You think that ever has happened? Ever?
You never taken your kids to Starbucks?
0 times.
Oh,
pal.
God, you're a better parent than I am. Yeah. Where have you taken your kids out to get something to eat? When you take your kids to McDonald's.
In-N-Out
Burger. Okay. Oh, you scumbag. when you take your kids to In-N-Out, how old are your kids?
10 and 12.
God, I really could have fucked you up with that Starbucks thing. You put the brakes on that. The good dude does not go to Starbucks.
Ever.
What is currently the best coffee at Good Dudes? Like the shit. Like
the patent.
The patent. Still, you wake up in the morning and you're like
every morning I have a patent.
Pumped.
Mm-hmm.
You sniff it?
I do. Oh, you smell that? Smells like fucking elite. Smells being elite right there.
Do you make that, or does your wife make that for you? Your fiance make that for you? Who makes that?
I make the coffee.
You do? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make mine and hers every morning.
Wow.
Every morning. I'm a good fucking dude, bro.
Same cup every morning?
Like same coffee cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually she does use the same coffee cup.
And you too?
No, I switched mine up.
And do you choose her cup for her?
No, she likes a certain cup.
And she tells you, or you know?
Yeah, I just know.
And then when she's done drinking it, she puts it in the sink and you wash it and prep it for the next day?
She does. She washes it and puts it in the sink and has it ready for tomorrow.
And does it sit in a cabinet, or is it like somewhere out near the machine, the maker?
She puts it in the cabinet.
Wow, okay.
Good story.
You take your kids to the McDonald's.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forgot.
Take
your kid. Hey, you know what I heard? Paul Saladino said that up until 92, McDonald's used tallow.
Yeah, I saw that today too. Actually,
that's crazy. Okay. You take your kids to In-N-Out. Do you and they order? Do they order for themselves? They talk to the person.
Sometimes.
And do you watch them and study their interaction with the register person, the order taker, the waiter, the waitress?
Yeah. I mean, I try to make sure that they're like speaking clearly and loud and looking them in the face, if that's what you're getting to.
Yeah, and how, like, I make my kids say hello.
That's a good point. Like
hello.
Like they're just not something like some fucking servant, right? Like are they a person? Is that basically where you're going with this?
Yeah, like if it's a blue hair, I've told them when you walk up to the kid, because it's Starbucks, right? You say, "Hey, you woke joke, how you doing?"
Nice.
I make them say hi. I make the hi.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And okay, you'll add that to the repertoire.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Yeah, I watch how my kids interact with people, and I try to make sure that they're doing it. Like, I always tell them, "Hey, you always look people in the eye when you're talking to them. Don't be that fucking little kid who looks down at the ground and can barely speak. I hate that, you know." And then that transitions to people like in their 20s and 30s, man, and it's embarrassing. I had a buddy who was like 30, he couldn't look you now when you talk to him. You want to be like, "Jesus Christ, bro, what's going on here?"
Do you say something to him?
Yeah, I'm like, "Man, dude, you need to look people in the eye when you're talking to them. It's embarrassing."
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to set up my camera so I'm always looking up. It always looks like I'm looking down.
Yeah, it does. But I'm guessing it's just where your
camera's up there. Tomorrow I'm fixing everything, or someone is. Sevan, your pronoun shirt is gay. So what? Fuck you. So what? Beef tallow is yummy. Birchfield said something in here. They used lard until 92.
Damn, I like it.
Hey, that's a good tagline, right, Josh? Like if you drove by a hamburger place in your neighborhood and it said we use tallow,
Yeah,
you'd probably stop there, right?
without a doubt.
And I haven't seen that yet.
No, there's a place here in Boulder that uses tallow. That they cook their fries in tallow.
How do you know?
Because they said it. And I went there. It's not like it's kind of fast food, but not kind of. And it was way overpriced and it wasn't that good. So I'll never go back, but they did. And so I did eat there. But yeah, I like eating at home, man. Dude, here's a fucking story. The last 16 days, I've been sitting on my shitter a lot because, got messed up, went out to eat. Got a steak at some fancy ass restaurant in Phoenix called Toca Madero. Don't ever eat there. Everyone listening.
That's a shot. They just lost 10% of their fucking income.
I hope they do, because what I've gone through for the last 16 days, I hope they do. It's a really fancy Mexican steakhouse is what it is. Toca Madero. Let's say it again. And I went there, and I mean, immediately after I left, man, my stomach was messed up. The next day, fever, chills, body aches, everything I was putting in me was coming straight out. Like, it was awful. And, dude, it took about 10, 12 days. And then I was like, I think I got a parasite. And so I started doing a cleanse to make sure that I got the parasite out. Because I was like, that was some sort of nasty food poisoning, parasite, some bacteria, something. And man, dude, and I just.
How do you know? Did you ever test for parasite?
No, I didn't, but it had to be. Put it up, dude.
I just want to see the place.
Yeah, it's a fancy place, dude. Yeah.
I don't think it was this place.
It was, man. It was.
Did you call and tell him?
My fiance wrote him a nasty email, basically, and they didn't get a response. So, yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
So you went to the doctor?
No, I didn't go to the doctor.
How do you do a cleanse for parasites?
You just order it.
Parasite cleanse?
It's called like IntestiClear or something like that. I did it once. So remember in 2017 when I actually came on your podcast right after, and you told me how much I sucked at CrossFit, but we did that swim run in Madison, and I think I got like a parasite from that swim, and I did that cleanse back.
Impossible. That lake is perfectly clean.
Right? Dogs were dying in it the week before or something like that. I mean, the stories you hear afterwards, you're just like, I can't believe, but then you're like, it's Dave. Yeah. Why the fuck would I?
It's perfectly fine. That lake is one giant laxative.
Yeah.
Laxative Maderos.
Love it.
Okay. So someone at that point told you to do a parasite cleanse?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Someone at that point told you to do a parasite cleanse?
After in 2017.
Yeah.
So then this year I was like, well,
did you take ivermectin, or what do you do? What did you take for parasite? Would you take?
No, it was it's called IntestiClear. This is it right here.
Oh. And did that, hey, isn't there something you can eat? If you're shitting for 16 days, can't you eat like pumpkin or something and everything's like fine?
I don't know, man. This IntestiClear though, I spoke to a doctor today, like on the phone, and he's like, basically what happened is where's our lake tester ID? I know, you're right.
Hey, you can't read those. You're not allowed to read those. That's my shit. Stop.
Jesus Christ. These comments are ridiculous.
I know, these guys are great, aren't they?
It's funny. But okay. Yeah, so like so I spoke to a doctor today, and he basically was like, you had some sort of bacterial parasite that basically messed up your intestines, and then your intestines weren't ready for this cleanse, and so that's why the cleanse has been like harsh. Like, it's been awful for like 6 days on that. And I'm like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
And is it over?
Well, not really, but like kind of. It's getting better.
Is it like an emergency? Like, could you just have to get up in the middle of the show?
Yes, I was gonna tell you that before we got on, but you were already on when I popped on.
Oh, that's crazy.
I haven't eaten in a while, so so I'm good.
If you do, then that could give me time to hook up my
Carolina Reapers. Jesus.
That could help me give me time to hook up my phone. Hey, I saw this the other day, and it reminded me of you.
What's that?
this video on Instagram here. I don't know what's wrong with my shit today. I'm out of whack. Okay, here we go.
Oh Jesus!
What?
What's the matter with you, dude?
What? Eaton is back. Eaton Beaver for $1.99. Josh, the last good dude. That's
Fact.
great. Thank you, Eaton Beaver.
Thank you.
So is this the lady who was your
No,
therapist?
you're talking about Heidi.
Yeah, are you sure?
No, that's not her.
Okay, because I thought it looked like her technique.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, well, okay,
Calm down.
okay.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Steven.
Do you still work with her?
No, she moved to Germany.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's play a little bit of this and get your professional expertise. Okay, this is called Magical Hands Physical Therapy.
Get to the back of the hips and the low back. It's going to help unlock the low back. And what I do is I just come straight on in, and I can also come straight on out.
I mean, look at what the. That's a little close, right?
Good verbiage too.
It's a.
Love it.
Okay.
You have anyone touch you inappropriately in all your years of people putting hands on you? You ever go to a massage parlor and someone try to give you a handy or something?
No.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Put that in the notes. Ask again when drunk. Ask again when drunk. Wow!
No.
Holy shit!
No,
Wow,
no.
that was okay. I mean, I'm no okay. Then here we go.
And bring it out, glide it out, because I'm opening up the hip this way, and then I'm opening up the hip this way.
I mean, that's a
How
little
does that
much.
feel
Yeah,
Feeling
she's
with-
like right on the old.
when we open? Because our hip joints, most of us shut down.
I wish she would have started playing with her nipple. Look at these comments. Would have been rock hard. 800. Wow. Jeez, I've seen this porno before. So that is a little much.
That's a little much.
Your lady did was pretty intimate though when she worked with you. As I recall.
I mean, yeah, she definitely like had to get into your hip flexors and get into your psoas and get into like your hamstring attachments, which is all right there.
You think that shit really mattered in your performance, having her there at the games?
Yes, a lot. Like I spent a lot of money bringing Heidi to the games every year.
And when you okay. I see what you're saying. So you're saying if it wasn't worth it, you wouldn't have fucked around with it.
Exactly.
And in what way? Like, could you give me?
She was just. I mean,
could you quantify it? Could you be like, hey, I got 5 places better, or?
No, I couldn't. I don't think I could quantify it. I just think that it helped alleviate one thing where it's like, okay, I definitely wasn't as sore. She would loosen me up before workouts, and she just kept me at ease too. Like she was she had a real calming presence. And she would, I don't know, we were really close. We were friends, and she was great. Like she just kept me focused, kept me, my headspace in a good place, because it's real easy, especially if things aren't going the way you want them to go in certain workouts. And there's so many different workouts in the weekend where you could have a bad place and you could let it fucking ruin your weekend, and you could let it snowball. And she was really good at, she was a phenomenal athlete on her own, right? She was like very close to going to the Olympics in swimming. She swam for the Naval Academy. So a phenomenal athlete. And then,
is that how you met her, through the Navy?
No, I met her through, her husband was a SEAL, or is a SEAL. And I can't remember though how I got connected to her. I know it was through Invictus. So when I was going to Invictus, she would go into Invictus, and she worked on a lot of their people already back in the day. So that was like 2011 is when I started working with her.
Were you kind of attached to her? Like,
yes, very much so. Yeah,
like someone who
I didn't like she obviously was at all my regionals and games, except for one year when she was pregnant and had a baby, and I had to have a different body worker. I very much thought that she was worth bringing to the games every year, where there was times where she worked on Invictus athletes throughout the year, and then they would be like, no, we're not going to pay for you to come out. If you want to fly out on your own dime, we'll pay you for your time. Like it was like, It was fucked up. But then I would bring her out. I would pay for her, and then their athletes would try to fucking use her, and I'd be like, no, that's not how it works.
Well, yeah, because you need her fresh.
Yeah, and I paid for a flight, and I paid for a car, and I paid for a hotel. So it's like, oh, you're just gonna pay some hourly rate? No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, keep her fresh.
Yeah.
This I'm not even joking. What I'm about to tell you. I just got this text message.
Okay.
And this is I'm going to show you this girl. This girl might be the most attractive human being on the face of the earth. I'm not joking.
All right.
Her face and physically. I want this girl to do. I have this idea for this girl. I wish someone would just run with it. It would be a crazy idea. Anyway, she says, I think I can read this text, right? Because I'm not going to say who she is. I mean, unless someone else knows the hottest chick walking planet Earth like I do. But anyway, and later I'm going to send you a picture after the show. I'm going to send you. Do you want to see it right now? You want to see? I mean, I won't show everyone. I'll show you. Do you want to see who it is?
Is it Trish?
No. No.
Sure.
But okay. Hold on. let me send you her Instagram account.
Oh, Jesus.
And then shit, oh wait, hold on. And then you can, well, you probably can't tell the truth. You can get close. You can maybe say
Leah Thomas.
What?
Leah Thomas.
You could probably say she's like the second you could probably say she's the second hottest chick alive, right?
No.
Yeah. No, third? Okay. Here we go. Can you see the private chat?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I dropped her. Don't let it fucking pop up on the screen and shit. Well, you can, but then I just can't read you. If we show who she is, then I can't read you her text. It's Sporty Beth. And she's a CrossFitter.
Okay.
You know, I'm being fair, right? It's a fair assessment.
She's not ugly.
You know. Oh, you're out of your fucking mind. Don't make me. I guarantee you look through her Instagram account later.
No.
Okay. Oh, you're fucking.
I'm not a creep.
You don't have to be a creep. You just could like. Anyway, I would pay Josh Bridges $50,000 to live with him a year and have him coach me personally.
Who is this? That's that person?
Yeah. And yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. That's crazy, right? That's in real time.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Thank you. You did good poker. Okay. Ask also when drunk question if that chick's hot. Okay. Hey,
you're ridiculous.
When's the next camp?
We don't have one scheduled right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll probably do one after summer.
Okay, so if you would have had one set up, everyone in the comments would be like, "Oh, it's an infomercial. He's trying to sell." But look, we don't rehearse any of this. You dickwads. Just asking them questions. It's not a setup. Cameron, Josh, Rich told us to ask you about a weight belt through a window, and is the YouTube channel ever going to come back? Pay the man.
Hell yeah. I was doing clean and jerks one day, and I wasn't going my way, and I ripped my weight belt off, and I went right through my window in my garage. And it's still a board there to this day in San Diego. I actually tell people whenever we have the camps, I always tell that story at the camps too.
Did you feel bad for that? Or were you
No.
like, "Oh, you idiot"?
I was like, I'm an idiot, like and the workout session was over. I had to go like clean it up.
Anger? Did you see a therapist about anger management issues?
No. I've put a lot of holes in the wall in that garage. Kicked a lot of water bottles through the. I remember I kicked a foam roller, and it was like a perfect cutout circle. Like the bottom end went right through the wall.
Hey, what was the movement? What was the movement you failed?
It was a clean and jerk. We were working up heavy.
Was Rich there?
No, Rich wasn't there. It was me, and my buddy Mason, and Hank, I believe.
Thank you, Cameron. And thanks for the money. I remember being, I think it was in Seattle and Portland with you. I've told the story 1,000 times when you've been on, but you were so fucking angry after a workout it was a open workout, and you went outside and you actually scared me, and you threw a fucking water bottle.
Oh my God. The water bottle bounced so fucking high.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you looked at me like you better stay the fuck away from me. And I stayed the fuck away from you.
It was after the second open announcement that I did against Scott, where they had the handstand push-up, and it was like the handstand push-up was so ridiculous. Like the way they taped it off, my feet couldn't get above the fucking line. I remember I think Boz was giving me reps even when they weren't good reps, because it was like he clearly realized like he fucked up, and they did the measurement off, and I couldn't get my fucking feet above the line.
So he just had to start giving you reps, even though he knew there were no reps based on the line.
It was fucking ridiculous, man. It was so stupid.
Well, there was this crazy high fence there, chain link fence, like a 12-foot chain link fence. If that bottle would have hit either me, and you were the only ones back there when you threw it, if that would have bounced back and hit either me or you, one of us would have been fucked up.
I remember I was so angry, but I remember being like, that water bottle just bounced fucking crazy, insanely high. I actually had that thought.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was pretty awesome. Martin Castillo, $2. Love you, boys. Well, thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm getting half of this, right?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I always send you a check.
I know, right?
Yolana, Fraser's such a good dude. I tried to send him that $3,000 from the other podcast, and he never would take it.
I know. I remember you told me that.
Yeah, that's fucking. I love him for that.
Yeah, what a good dude.
Yeah. Josh and Sevi, on behalf of Lucky Camera Straps, who would have loved to be listening live, he is busy with his own very new live podcast inspired by you, Sevi, The Camera Life. Oh, wow. Oh, her husband. Holy shit.
Who's this?
This guy always from Australia. This guy, this guy makes me the coolest shit. He made this for me. It's a mouse pad.
Oh, nice.
And he's made me some camera straps.
Heck
and he always donates money, and his show must be live right now. What's it called? The Camera Life YouTube. Let's see if he's live, if he really is live. Oh shit, he is live.
Look at that. We're watching other podcasts while doing a podcast.
Look at these are what dorks are doing while we're doing our podcast. Here we go.
Man.
Look at
Come and get this now, because there's a chance that you won't get it again. And again, drawing on that level of experience to ensure that you're getting that for your clients.
Look, guys, for $10, I'll play your podcast on my podcast with Josh Bridges watching. Not for long.
All right, let's go.
But you get a little bit. Hey, Yolanda, thank you. Tell him thank you. That's fucking weird.
You know, we never even talked about the workouts, the semifinals workouts.
Oh, there's plenty of time. Do you have to take a shit or anything?
No, I'm good, man.
Ivana, Matt would come back for $5,000. He doesn't do anything for free. Okay, to the workouts. Oh no, real quick. So all kidding aside, there's no camp scheduled, because I could tell that girl, hey, go to the camp. Your camps are for boys, girls,
for
old
anybody,
people, young people, anyone.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you have one scheduled?
I'm not sure. We need to. Yeah, it's a good.
Do you
point.
think it's because have you gotten a little soft, a little lazy, a little like
no? I'm
drinking coffee in the morning.
No, man. No.
Steaks at night.
No, it's just hard to get. It's hard to get everyone like organized that goes to them. Because Cooper is normally there, and with semifinals and everything coming up, he's normally like busy off with his athletes that are competing. And so I need to organize it. This summer's just a little busy too, because of my boys have baseball every fucking weekend, man. Like, I mean, it is literally every weekend. And we're traveling we traveled to Phoenix, we traveled to Albuquerque, we got to go to New York, we have to go to
Does that mean they're good? Does that mean they're good?
Yeah, they play on good baseball teams. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely like in travel leagues where, just trying to make them better athletes and little young men. But they're my youngest one, they just won a tournament. That was cool.
Have you heard either of them say they want to do it professionally?
Oh yeah, they both have said it. And I was like, okay, you can say that. But if you and like I've had to have this talk with my 12-year-old already, right? You're like, you can say that you want to be a professional athlete, but then when I ask you if you want to go work out and you say no, you're telling me that you really don't want to be a professional athlete. And I've told him that. I'm like, dude, you're getting ready to go into high school. Like, you're almost in high school. Like, this is the time. Being strong will never be a weakness for you. I'm like, you have a insanely amazing asset that is willing to work with you all day, every day. Like,
that's you.
me. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what, and that's what I told him. I go, like, your dad was one of the fittest fucking people on the earth, like on planet Earth. Like, that is just a fact. And I know how to make you a better athlete. And so if you want to, and I did not bless you with height or size, but I will definitely bless you with how to fucking work really hard, because that was the only thing that I had going for me. It's the only reason I became a Navy SEAL. The only reason I went to the CrossFit Games and did well is because I knew how to dedicate myself to something and put every ounce of energy into it and remove every other distraction that I could. And I told him, man, he's got like, he's got a little cell phone. He's got a little girlfriend now. And I'm like, dude, you're spending way too much time texting.
He has a what?
Little girlfriend.
No, the other thing.
A cell phone.
What kind?
An iPhone.
Oh God, you fucked up.
Well, they don't. It's very generic though. Like, he doesn't have like social media or any of that bullshit.
You don't let him load. You banned apps on there. You figure out a way to secure.
Yeah.
You sure?
So he's good. Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You tell him about not sending nudes, not accepting.
Oh,
nudes?
definitely have done that. Yeah. I'm like,
tell him what can happen.
I'm like, dude, man, don't be. If some little girl sends you that shit, you fucking get it. Yeah, like, don't.
You tell him that you're a SEAL and people in the NSA and everyone's watching everything. Every time you jerk off, remember, someone's staring at you in the eyes. There's 5 dudes on the other end staring at you in the eyes. That's the truth, buddy. Hey, shortest Navy SEAL in history. Although he was the first Navy SEAL, he may have also been the shortest, standing only at 5 feet tall. Beale served in Vietnam. I thought Marcinko was the first SEAL.
Marcinko made SEAL Team 6.
Oh, okay. So he may have been the shortest standing, only 5 feet tall. Beale served in Vietnam and was an M60 door gunner on a helicopter gunship ship. Harry Beale. Wow. And he what's crazy, man, this guy kind of looks like you too. If this guy's really only 5 feet tall, he's fucking proportioned. He's proportioned well.
Yeah, he doesn't look like super short.
No, oh shit, it's a Black Rifle coffee using Harry Beale. What do you think about that? Did you watch the podcast with
That's cool.
Did you watch the podcast with Dave and Jocko?
No. Was it good?
Yeah, it's really good. Jocko was good. Dave was good. I have some strong opinions about like why it took 10 or 15 years for Jocko finally to get him on. Now that he's selling energy drinks and protein powder, but Dave fucking called him and Goggins pop seals. And it was, and I looked that word up in the Urban Dictionary and it's not in there. And I'm like, oh fuck, Dave just coined a new term.
Dave just made a new term.
Yeah. And it was fun. Dave was Dave. He was a gentleman. Jocko was a gentleman. It was, I'd give it a listen. It's,
I'll have to listen to it.
It's two of your buddies. It's, did you serve under Jocko?
Yeah. He was the first platoon that I met overseas in 2008. He was the troop commander, and then he became the commanding officer of TRADET, which is the training command, which if you're on the West Coast, you were going through your workup. He was the commanding officer. So he would come to some of the training and like at the end and evaluate you.
Okay. So you weren't sleeping you weren't sleeping in the same room as I would picture you guys all in cots. He didn't sleep. Okay.
No, there was this one fucking time where like we had these like 3 days of doing cold hits where basically you go out, do a training mission, you come back and you fucking go out again for 3 days straight, like barely any sleep. And I remember he finally comes in, he goes to debrief us, and I'm a fucking new guy, right? So brand new, no, like I'm just supposed to be fucking bright-eyed, like ready to go, ready to listen. And dude, we sit down in these chairs and there was like 30 big like leather chairs. And I just fucking pass out immediately. Like I'm just like head back, like back in the chair. And I wake up with Jocko right here. And he's like, "Oh, good, you're awake. We can begin now." I'm like, I was like, my fucking face had to turn beet red. I had to like stand up and go in the back. I was like, oh my God, I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A good dude, good experience. Sounds like it was fun. He was a fun guy.
No, Jocko was awesome, man. Like he crushed us. Like people always ask about how Buds was, but the training when you're doing a workup is so much harder than Buds. And so like Jocko fucking put us through some insanely crazy training scenarios.
How much older is he than you? How long had he been in?
Well, at that
You
point,
know?
I mean, he was a commanding officer, so I mean, God, he'd probably already been in for. I bet he'd been in for like close to like 20 at that point. If I had to guess, because he was enlisted and then went officer, and to work his way up to CO at that point. Like, I don't know what year he went in, but
I think I heard him say he was in 20 years on that podcast with Dave. So he was there. So he was there a long time.
Yeah, and then now he retired pretty soon after that deployment.
20 years is the finish line for the military, right?
Not everyone. Some guys go to 30.
Right, but I mean, there's some sort of economic benefit to make
20,
it to 20.
20 years is you can retire, and you have full retirement at 20 years, no matter what your age is.
Sarah Cox, 1999. Thank you. So this company that's my big sponsor, the California Hormones.
Yeah.
They are also. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say my fiance is their real estate agent.
Oh yeah, right.
Mhm.
Crazy small world, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
They are in the business now of peptides. Are you familiar with what peptides are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I know what peptides are.
You take any peptides?
Nope.
All right. Let me know. Let me know. I know a person.
You know a person.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know a
cool.
person. We had these. I had this crazy crash education on it this weekend when I was down there.
Okay. Oh, that's what you were staying at one of their houses, right, or something like that.
Yeah, the house.
Nice.
Oh God.
Nice.
The value that she's brought to my family is awesome.
That's cool, man.
Look at this guy. This looks like a guy. Looks like a game show host. Matt Fraser said hardest workout of his life was marathon row. What was your game's hardest workout? Is he talking to me, JB? No, that's you, Josh Bridges. Hey, this guy sells real estate, right? Patrick Algram.
That looks like it.
Yeah.
You
looking for a home? You buying any real estate?
No, I'm not buying anything right now.
You had anyone stay in your guest house?
No, I'm not. You want to stay in there?
Oh, sure.
You want to come out?
Sure. Hey, we could probably live stream our kids fighting.
Yeah, we could. I love it. Oh yeah.
Pay-per-view.
I like it, man. Hardest workout at the game.
One of my kids is 4 feet tall, dude.
Dude, some of those sled pushes were really.
That impressed you, right?
That's pretty good, man.
I don't know. I made that up. I don't know if that's true.
I'm like 4 foot tall. Like
my
oldest is almost as tall as I am, and he's
shit.
So he's like probably 5'1", 5'2", and then my little guy's probably like 4'9".
Wow.
So
they're
not small anymore, man. They're big.
Yeah,
dude. I got them lifting now. You know, got them back squatting, doing some speed and agility. So,
isn't it crazy when you see them lying in bed sleeping? And you're like, God, you got huge. They look
so
like
fast.
They look like they're 6'4" in bed,
dude. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, man. And like you just remember when they're just so tall or so tiny, so small. They're like nothing.
Yeah.
Now they're like these little men with.
Do you throw them still?
I can.
Like pick one, throw them on the bed or onto a pile of dirty
they'll
clothes.
They'll try to come wrestle with me. And I'm like, let's go. It's like, do they beat me in basketball legitimately? Like
awesome.
Legit play one-on-one, and they beat me. Like they're both actually pretty good at basketball.
Okay, hardest workout. Patrick, I apologize.
Oh yeah, hardest workout. Gosh, man, some of those most painful workouts were those sled pushes for time. I remember that one where it was like sled push it down the field in the soccer stadium in LA and then rest a minute and then push it back. I just remember how bad my quads hurt after that workout for like 20 minutes. That
was the one that, what's his name, won? The guy who trained with Kaliba. God, I can't remember his name. And
Neil Maddox.
Neil Maddox.
Yeah.
Neil Maddox won that, right?
Yeah. And
were you one of the people who thought the field was different in different places?
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, that's just like par for the course, right? A sled on grass, certain grass is going to catch if it's sun's on, if it's not on it. Grass can be different. It's not all the same grass. So yeah, it is what it is. But
Vellner said that, by the way. I was watching some commentary from Vellner on the event this year, the sled pull event. And he said, it's not just the weight that matters, but it's what you're pulling it on.
Oh, the surface is huge.
The texture of the floor is huge.
Yeah, for sure. It's huge.
What if they're pulling the torque tank? Will you be disgusted by that?
I don't know. I mean, whatever makes it even, I guess, is a good thing. I don't know if that, like, I've never touched that thing, so I don't know.
You suppose the way I understand it is the more energy you put into it doesn't have paybacks, right? So if you and I are both pulling sleds, right?
Yeah.
There's two ways one of us can get the advantage. If the other person stops, or if the other person pulls faster than you. Those are the only two ways, right? With the torque tank, the only way you can get an advantage is if the other person actually stops. Meaning, like, do you remember when did Fikowski catch up with you one year or something crazy like that?
We were doing that. That was the sled pull, the hand over hand pull.
Yeah, that's what they're doing this year. Yeah.
Like
that could never happen with the torque tank.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's why I think the torque tank is. I think it's like.
Well, that was the time. That was on the fucking surface in the tennis court, and so dude, like that lane that I was in, man, it was fucking sticky. But whatever, it is what it is.
Oh, please! You mean like someone threw a Coke out there before you went out?
Yeah, I think there was fucking some gum on my lane.
Okay, so you're saying a 1 minute workout alternating with a 1 minute break and another 1 minute workout was harder than, like, you're not throwing Murph in there or some crazy chipper you did. No, really? Wow.
The burden run, that was a really shitty workout. The one with the very first pig flip, the green pig.
Yeah.
2013. Dude, that was a gnarly workout. I remember that one. And
did you have to carry like a piece of wood on your shoulder in that?
Yeah. So you flipped the pig. You ran a couple miles. You flipped a pig, the football field. You picked up that little block of wood that was like, I don't know, 4 foot or 3 foot or something. And then you ran it into the soccer stadium. And then you had to drag that sled behind you. So you had the sled behind you pulling it. That was a pretty gnarly workout. The 333s, that fucking workout was gnarly because it was really hot that day. And the fucking run constantly felt like it was uphill. And it was just a gradual uphill. And it wasn't. The whole thing was not uphill because it was like you ran around the stadiums. But man, like every time I was like, why does this feel like it's uphill the entire way? That was
the 333 is the one that Froning walked on and Kalipa and Lucas Parker peed their pants at the finish line.
Yeah, I think so.
They both lost control of their bladders. Yeah, that was crazy. I was filming Jason and he's like, oh shit. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm peeing. I'm like, well, stop.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Yeah. I remember that video actually. Yeah. That was it was so hot that day. And it was a 3K row, 300 double unders, and then 3 mile run. So it was gnarly.
Sema Beaver. Lots of beavers in the chat today. Late on my monthly tithing with Josh take on a games athlete. Oh yeah, we talked about this last time.
What does that mean?
Meaning,
would I take on a game? Like would I coach one?
Yeah,
I would. If it was the right fit.
Hey, did you belong to a training camp?
No.
And isn't it interesting? And Fraser didn't belong to a training camp.
Yeah.
But Rich did belong to a training camp, but he was the leader of the training camp. So in a way, that's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Right. Then it's kind of like you didn't belong to a training camp. People just come and train with you.
Right.
And people came and trained with you too.
Yeah.
Right. It's interesting, right? That there's these people like, do you think that, I wonder if Matt considers what he's doing up there a training camp?
I would. Yeah. For sure.
I don't
know if I consider training camp. I mean, you just got fucking
Medeiros doesn't do training camp.
No, yeah, he doesn't.
Vellner doesn't do training camp.
No.
Tia doesn't do training camp.
No. Tia came to in 16 and 17. She came and trained with me before the games.
Took your bag from you.
She what?
She took your bag from you. Remember that?
Took my bag.
That's a great
story.
story.
Yeah. The heavy bag. Yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah. She's like, I'm going to do the 200-pound sandbag. I'm like, what the fuck? That means I got to do the 250. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that's a good girl.
Yeah.
But you would take someone on.
Yeah, if it was the right fit. Yeah. I've had a couple people reach out and wanted me to do like programming. I don't know. I've contemplated it.
Don't you need to have your eyes on them so you can
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a lot better to be in person for sure than to have than to just do it remotely, because I feel like remotely would take more time, where I'd have to watch videos, and our schedules might be off, where like if they were here, it'd be like, okay, like during these hours, like we're gonna train. So,
Annie Thor's daughter doesn't do training camp.
Well, she's a coach though.
She had right.
I don't know if she does a training camp or not. Actually, she probably doesn't. You're probably right.
No, she just has Yami, and in the early years, she didn't even want to share him. I don't think. Well, I ain't hating on her for that either.
No, man, that was true, dude. A lot of these coaches, they coach the same people, and it's like, it's kind of funny. You're like, okay, well, who they really fucking invested in?
It is like that, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Unless it's like a male female, then it's like, okay, one male, one female. Okay, I get that. Like that's fine. Yeah, they're not competing,
right?
But yeah, when they have like just a bunch of random athletes, you're like, I don't know how I feel about it, but hey, I mean, I'm sure it seems like it works for some people.
Does it?
I don't know.
All the winners didn't. Ben Smith didn't do a training camp.
Yeah, I think if you have a good training partners and you have a good person to program, and I think you do need certain specific coaches for certain things.
Like a good visit Hinshaw once in a while.
Yeah, I think that a good running coach, a good swimming coach, maybe some Olympic weightlifting, I think is a good thing. So it just all depends. Like certain people can maybe get away with it a little more than others without having those certain things. But I think that if you look at Tia, you look at Matt, you look at Rich, all those people use some specific coaches for shit.
It's interesting. I don't know what close you're following the athletes, but Matt Torres has two complete savages down there. He has Emma Carey. Who's Matt Torres? Sorry. There's a Florida. There's a young lady competing named Emma Carey, and then there's Danielle Brandon. Okay, they both have the same fucking coach, and I think they're both going to be in the Northeast. And I was kind of tripping on that because they're both savages. They both have an outside chance of winning the whole thing.
Yeah, for sure. I know who Emma Carey is.
And
she was younger. She got hurt last year, right?
Right.
But the year before that, she was like top 10.
She's unreal, dude.
Yeah,
she's one of those kids.
She's young. She's like 16 or 17. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's. I'd put her up there with Emma Lawson and encroaching on. She's like the threat to Mal O'Brien.
Okay. Is that who you think's gonna win this year? Is Mal?
Dude, she's easy.
Really?
Yeah. Run over and maybe take Justin's medal from him if he's not careful.
No Horvath?
No.
Not even a chance.
Mal O'Brien's completely unstoppable. It's a complete runaway. We're on a 7-year dynasty unless Tia comes back.
Really?
Dude.
I don't think you know a lot about what you're talking about, though.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Because I remember you calling me a runt the year I took second place. And I think Dan took like fourth that year, and you called him one too. So I don't really know how much I trust your opinion on this.
Listen, I look great tonight. Just remember that. Steven Seagal. Hey, I'm serious. The only people who have a chance to beat Mal O'Brien are people that we're not sure if they're still blossoming. Emma Lawson, Emma Carey, Olivia Kerstetter, Paige Powers, like just all these young girls who we don't know what's going to happen as they blossom into the next level. But besides that, I'm telling you, dude, she's unfucking beatable. I don't think Tia could beat her this year, to be honest with you. She's really fucking good, dude. I don't want her to be this good. You don't think
Tia could beat her if Tia didn't get pregnant? You're out of your fucking mind, dude. Now I know I can't trust you.
All right, fine. Just telling you. No, I know, but you can't trust this girl either. Hey,
no, man, I agree. I think that Mal's a stud.
Yeah,
and I think she seems like she has the right attitude, like just a fucking hard worker and like just getting after it. But I don't think anybody was beating Tia until Tia decided to hang it up.
Do you think Tia comes back?
Yes.
Me too. You think she beats Mao?
Yes.
You want to bet some money on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it.
I'll take that fucking bet all day, baby.
Let's do a
no odds. No
dinner
odds.
at Madera's.
Okay.
Loser has to eat 2 steaks at Toca Madera's.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it.
Jocko had a cringy take about masks a couple years ago. We'll get it. That's a different show. Let's not pick on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. But I will get into that. Let me look into that. I would love to look into that. What about just on a complete side note, Madera's training with his girlfriend, Ellie Turner.
Yeah, that's good for her. I
know, but do you think that that's a problem?
No.
What do you think? Do you think that that's?
I think they're both probably like, they're probably doing both of them a little bit of good.
You don't think they're like, hey, you just want to just retire to the bedroom and not do this last Metcon? No.
Nah, man, those fucking two. Like Justin doesn't seem like that kind of guy. He doesn't seem like he's gotten there yet.
He's not straight. He's not straight.
Don't put those words in my mouth, man. No, I think that he's a worker. He's just a grunt, man, just a hard worker, and that's what I love about that guy. He that first year at the 2020 games, when there was just the 5 of them, and it was just like that was when you're like, you watch Justin, you're like, okay, this dude's gonna have a long run, a long healthy run in the games, and it's cool. And I think that I don't think having a girlfriend is gonna distract him too much, man. I think that I'm sure that him and Ellie are just gonna fucking crush it. I think it's gonna be probably positives for both of them.
Okay. All right. Can you think of any other examples of boyfriend and girlfriend compete? And you got Emma Lawson and Jack Farlow.
Annie and fucking Annie and
yeah, very successful.
Yeah, both
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it can be a good thing as long as you keep it healthy.
If Annie, well, let me go before I ask
Frederick. I don't know why I couldn't think of why Frederick's name was just. Like
I think you said it. Frederick.
Oh, yeah.
You said Frederick Egidius. What about Madera's this term just calling him a winner? That there's people who are just winners. Does that resonate or mean anything to you? Like people are like, how the fuck does he do it? And people are like, dude, he's just a winner. He just doesn't. He knows how to win. What does that mean? Does that mean anything? Is that just intellectually lazy?
No, I don't think it's intellectually lazy. I know exactly, because I think there's people out there that I think the same thing about. I think that Derek Jeter was just a winner, right? He didn't have these big standout like things. He just gets the fucking, I guess the only way to put it is just they get the fucking job done no matter what. Right. And I feel like, I agree with that, man, on Justin. Like Justin, like he just surprises you at everything. You're never like in your mind, like, oh, Justin Medeiros is going to win this workout, because he's probably not. He's probably going to take like second, third, fourth on every one of them though. You know what I mean? The dude just gets the job done, and he's not flashy. He's not fucking like this, big home run hitter, but he fucking gets it done. Like, dude, like how about at the Rogue Invitational when not this workout was cool, but the final.
He's fucking stout too, man. He's a fucking stout.
He's gotten so much thicker, dude. I remember when his first year competing, we had to do the 333 at regionals, and he was right next to me. And I remember him being in the back, and I think I might have told this story, but I don't know if I did or not. But I looked down and I was like, he was in Metcons. And dude, I don't know if you've ever ran in Metcons, but they are fucking awful to do long distance running in, or actually any kind of running in them. They're just so like, they like slap like a duck foot is what it feels like. But
that's not good.
Yeah. Anyways, we're looking down at
Metcon sales just dropped 10%.
I'm looking down at Justin, and I'm like, and I had no idea who he was, obviously, at the time. Someone might have told me, they're like, oh, I think he did good in the teen division. And this was it 18? I think it was 18. And he was like, yeah, it was 18. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking wearing Metcons for a 3-mile run on a Truth or a air runner or whatever it was. He's like, it's the only thing I got. I was like, fuck. I was like, I like that fucking attitude, bro. Like, like right there, that moment, I just remember being like, I like that fucking attitude. And he did good, man. I mean, he didn't qualify that year to the games, but I think he was only like 18.
Johnny Medina, I remember Josh asking him that in the stalls before he went out to the floor.
Yeah. I did.
Fucking with the kids.
Yeah, I was like,
You're a good dude.
Yeah, man. Fucking meat eater now. Just an animal.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, those pants he was wearing just there though, in that the Rogue Invitational. That did not look comfortable.
I didn't.
Did you see? Oh, it was like some.
Dude, but how about going back to just being a winner? How about the final event, right? Like Vellner kind of takes the lead on him. It was a 30 clean and jerks at 225
last year at the games.
No,
at Rogue,
at Rogue, and he's fucking like he just stayed in his lane, man. Like he could have easily freaked out and like went a little bit too quick, but he just fucking kept his blinders on. Vellner misses a rep and fucking he takes over and wins the event because of one fucking clean and jerk at 225, where he easily could have gotten ahead of himself because there were people in front of him in the lead and he had to win. Dude's just a winner, man. Super impressive.
You think he wins the games this year?
I don't see anybody taking it from him, but you never know. I mean, you got Gerard's out, right? And so Roman obviously could be there, but I don't think Roman beats Medeiros.
And do you think Mal wins for the women?
I think it depends, man. It just depends.
You're friends with Laura? You're close with Laura? Can't say it, you can't.
No, I'm not friends. I mean, like I know I talk to her if I see her, but I'm not like friends with her. I don't know. She dominated Rogue. Rogue was, but Mal wasn't there. That's right. Never mind. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
What girl won Rogue?
Laura.
Laura did. Okay. Yeah.
And the games is a little different, right? It's 14 to 15 events. There's typically swimming. There's a little bit more like aerobic stuff. And so, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. I think it'll be, I don't think it's going to be a runaway, like you're saying. I think that if the workouts are right, but also the way.
Oh, I hate that statement. If the workouts are right. Oh, please.
Oh, really? The workouts can be whatever the fuck you want. You think so?
Only 1 year. The year Spieler made podium was the only year that the workouts were biased.
Bullshit. And I always thought Dave did a phenomenal job at making it pretty damn good test. Boz, I'm still like,
you got a personal beef with Boz.
I have no personal beef with Boz whatsoever.
Okay.
Whatsoever. I don't love.
Don't you hate it when people say that and you don't?
Yeah, like
what? Strike that from the record. Sousa, please. Sousa, hi. Erase that from the final.
My man, what's up?
That was so inappropriate. To make sure
very inappropriate. Yeah, you take that shit out.
Susan, there is beef.
I like Boz. I just like there were things where we got into it, and we're people, man. Like
don't overcompensate.
I'm not fucking overcompensating for anything.
Sousa, there's a clip where he talks about Jocko. That shit will make at least $500 from. Will you, clip that and put that in the YouTube. Okay.
Oh, I heard. Yeah,
Josh on Jocko. Okay, good. Daniel Garrity, Josh was the perfect guest of always to get Sevan ready for Sarah Sigmund's daughter, and then the semis. They're so natural together. You should see us when we're in the same room, dude. We coil like snakes.
Love it.
I don't think Laura's friends with anyone. God, when she was on the show, it was so fucking wild. It was so good.
Was it?
Yeah, you should. Could you DM her and ask her to come on again? She won't even. She came on the show, and then like 6 months later, I text her and I said, "Hey, will you come on my show again?" And she said, "How did you get my number?"
I like that.
I scared the shit out of me. Yeah. I felt like a douche. I was like, okay, back to the DMs.
Yeah, not good, man.
Yeah, I intimidate easy.
That's funny. But why did it go that route?
I don't know. The podcast was really awkward, but it was fun. People liked it. It was cool. She's cool.
Laura's fucking like story is pretty cool. She comes in, crushes the first year, has like a few years where she kind of falls off, and then fucking comes back, like storms back, man. So it's a cool story.
And she could do it all. This is her only fucking thing right here. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
this is her only hiccup.
Yep.
But like she could run and pull and she didn't push and she could do it all.
Yeah, she's a rock climber, right? I think
Yeah.
that's like her background.
She's a full-blown athlete. I wonder how she would have been as a fighter.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's a different mentality though.
I don't know if I fucked it up. I don't know if do you think I fucked it up?
Could have. I could see it. That hairdo. Jesus.
Laura has the personality of a brick. Come on. Oh, Laura's the best. Thank you. Here we go.
Bruce Wayne.
I don't like her brother, dude. Her brother's amazing. Do you know her brother?
Yeah, I've met him. He's a cool guy. I like him a lot.
He's stoic. He doesn't, he's like Miko. He doesn't smile a lot.
I love Miko. Miko smiles a lot now. At Rogue, that dude was all smiles.
You saw him there?
Yeah. He fucking competed as legends, man. Come on.
Hey, what are you weighing?
Me right now? Fuck, dude. Probably like, I don't know. I haven't stepped on a scale, but after 16 days of this, dude, probably not a lot.
Your arms look huge. I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's a shirt's a small. Yeah.
It's large, extra large.
Look at how, I mean, you look, you're not as big as you used to be.
No, I'm definitely down probably like 5-6 pounds. Not a lot, but
This is great. This is crazy.
Dude, my lifting is actually, my strength numbers are actually getting back up to where like the heaviest I've ever been, the strongest I've ever been.
Is that a trip?
Well, I'm just not doing a lot of cardio. I'm not doing as much metabolic conditioning, metcons. Like I'm doing a little bit more strength bias right now. I want to take a run at 500. I want to squat 500.
Would that be a personal PR?
Oh, it'll be a PR by 60 pounds.
Holy shit. Peptides.
Get the fuck out of here.
Peptides.
No, man, I'm still on the drug testing protocol, bro.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never retired officially.
Oh, what is this?
I was just 385. I warmed up to 385 like pretty quick. No belt. I was happy about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No spotter.
No, I don't ever spot back squats. I'll just drop it.
And will it land on the bar and roll down?
No, it wouldn't land on those. It wouldn't land.
It clears?
The bar clears those. Yep.
Jeez Louise.
Look at that fucking hairdo, bro. It's a cardigan, but thanks for asking.
That's you on the left.
Yeah. Fucking little JB right there.
God, look at your mom's hair. That's a can of hairspray in that.
She's a hairstylist.
My goodness. Okay, where were we? We were looking. We were going to look at the workouts.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to the workouts. It's almost and it's like almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's fine. Did you change your profile picture on your Instagram?
Yeah, you had to.
Why?
To get that little check mark.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? What happened?
You have to have a picture of your face to get that.
Oh shit! No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh shit! You have a check mark.
I'm not that cool, man.
What? Did you have to pay for that?
Yeah, you pay for that stupid shit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
It's
that.
Lame. Lame.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I wish I wouldn't have asked. Sousa, fuck, dude, cut that too. That sucks.
Cut it.
God, I should have been like Sevi asking that after the show. God damn
man,
it.
Come on, bro.
Fucking up your image.
I don't care. Whatever.
You're cool like that. What was you're soft if you need a spotter on anything other than bench.
That's a fair statement.
I need a spotter on deadlift. I ever tell you this story about was in a gym in New York City. It's like some gym that shouldn't be a gym, right? It's like in 7 different rooms. It's in a building on the 14th floor. You know,
I've been to a couple of those in New York too. I'm like, this is
it's just crazy, right? And
I went to one in. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. And I'm deadlifting, and I've never deadlifted. It was either 300 or somewhere between 300 and 315. It was some PR. My lifetime PR is 315. And whatever it was, I had never lifted it before. And I'm getting ready, you know, and I go over and I go to lift it, and I get it off the ground, and it slows down. And this dude comes over who's jacked out of his fucking mind. Have I told you the story?
No.
Comes over to me and puts his hand under my chin. A strange dude. fucking yoked, dude. Wearing the tiniest banana strap, whatever those tank top. You know what I mean? Just juicy. And he stands me up with my chin. He spots me like this. And I stand up with the fucking weight. And yeah, I felt like Barry McCockiner. Thank you. I felt like I got a little something about it felt I was really confused. I couldn't tell like if I get to the black version of that guy. I couldn't tell. Oh, thank you. That's okay. 4 minutes left in the show. We're not using the phone, but thank you. And you can leave the door open. I'm fucking sweating like a pig in here. Thank you. Just close the screen. Thank you. Yeah, I felt violated because the way he touched my yes, that guy on the right. Yes. He was so nice.
Look,
you know what I mean?
Those fucking zebra pants in the middle right there. Oh, fuck yes. Get me a pair of those now.
You should rock those.
Dude,
You should go through a funky clothes stage.
Yeah, that's legit.
He did not kiss me afterwards. That is that's not true. But one, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I could say like I got that lift, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's like.
I've never even heard of this, but I like it.
But it was.
I like that it happened to you.
I didn't like having another man touch like his fingers and shit like on my shit. But you know what I said? Thank you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I thanked him for violating me and confusing me. Oh shit. Jeffrey Birchfield, next PAM camp, I want to see the zebra pants and that deadlift spotting technique.
That's right. You'll see him. My man, Jay Birch, always there.
Any of the workouts you particularly, what did you think about the programming for semifinals?
Oh gosh, we got to go to this now, don't we?
We'll just do it really quick. Yeah. Hey, are you gonna watch them? I'd love to have you on and have you throughout the weekend and talk about them.
I'll definitely watch them for sure.
Okay, I'll send you links, and if you can come on, you can come on.
I didn't think they were terrible.
I hate machines, and I love watching people pull sleds. I love a good sled pull.
So what I don't like is when they do the multiple. I like the sled pull, but you see, I look at this and I'm like, okay, 300-meter echo bike. Okay, they wanted to change how you use the echo bike. It's normally just always calories.
3,000 meter.
3,000. Yeah, 3K, 3,000-meter echo bike. The hand over hand pull, whatever. Basically a mile, just over a mile and a quarter air runner. And then 1,000-meter ski. I don't know. Like I like it, but I don't love it. It's not a bad work. It's not a bad workout. Actually, I don't hate it. I'd have to actually look at how the meters calculate on an echo bike. I've never really done that. I've always just done calories on that or just for time. And it's never been for distance. It's always been just for calories. The air runner, I don't love. I think that you could easily just do a mile somewhere, and not have to have that on a machine. But whatever, people train for it, so that's fine. 1,000-meter ski. I have no issues with this workout. This workout's not a bad workout. Based on what? As a test or as it's a good test. Or both? Yeah, it's a good test. I wouldn't say it's going to be a great workout for the fans, but it's also the first workout of the weekend.
And do you see why the torque tank would be horrible in this?
Yeah, it would not be good. You definitely want a full actual sled. So yeah.
Okay. Workout 2.
I think the ring complexes is really weird. I think that you might as well just do, like, I think it's kind of gimmicky. That's one thing I didn't like about that complex. Why not just do 5 muscle ups, especially since you're putting weight on it anyways? The single leg squat, cool. Max burpee get over. What are they getting over? Oh, 30-inch box. Okay. Yeah, I think that workout, other than the complex, that's the thing with Boz. Boz always has to have this little like Boz flair to it that I don't like. I think that a toe to bar, muscle up, a ring dip. Why not just do 5 muscle ups?
Well, let me say this. I could see the ring dip going away, but doing a toes to bar puts more wear and tear on the core, right? And then you'd feel that on the muscle ups too, especially in the later rounds. No.
Yeah, maybe, but I just think it just seems kind of silly. It's like just throw 5, 6, 7 muscle ups on there. That looks good, right? It's clean. I don't know. I don't think the toe to bar, the muscle up, the ring dip it's just a weird complex.
I kind of see what you're saying. You just ruined the workout for me. I see it. I'm getting this grid effect too. It's like just too much going on.
Yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. The
do
grid,
toes to bar somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. You want to put toes to bar in there, like do something else. You want to put ring dips in, do it somewhere else. Just have the muscle ups, make it look clean. It'll look better, and I think it'd be a better test. I think that it gets gimmicky in that instance, but that's just my take.
What about the ruck?
I like the ruck. The ruck definitely, because it throws you off on the muscle up. Because of weight vest is the weights on the front and the back. On the ruck, the weight is all in the back. And for me, I always had issues. I mean, I figured it out, but I had issues with the ruck because when I do my muscle ups, the weight it pulled me back a little bit. And I had a hard time figuring out getting over the rings. And so I kind of like throwing that in there. I think that's cool. It's just it's another stress onto the muscle up. So I don't have any issues with that. I think that's cool.
I like it too. Vellner was saying it wasn't necessary, and Travis is saying lose the ruck, not needed. But I think it is I think it's cool. I think it's you jumping over a fence with shit on your back. Would
it be an okay test without it? Yes. But I don't mind the ruck at all. Like it is like I'm not like, oh, that's stupid because of the ruck.
It's gonna fuck some girls up.
It could, yeah, for sure.
All right. Test 3.
I love Linda. I think Linda's a phenomenal test. I think it would have been cool. I don't know if I like the dumbbell bench, but it shortens the range of motion.
What do you think about a workout that's traditionally?
It's also a little weird too because if you fail the dumbbell, that's going to be a big part of it. I think they picked good numbers to pick good weights though. I like the weights.
You do, even though this is traditionally one of those rare workouts in CrossFit that's
we're supposed to be like body weight.
Yeah. Body weight, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you have to have a standard weight. I think that's fair.
Oh, what does this mean? Is this regarding Jay Hartle saying goodbye labrums? Is that regarding the ruck and the muscle up?
I'm gonna have to assume so.
And then maybe going to dumbbell after that putting also stress on the labrum.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I don't think the dumbbell is going to be in effect. I think it actually shortens the range of motion. A barbell bench, you actually get deeper into the bench. So I think your shoulders actually be fine. I love Linda. I think it's a phenomenal test. So I have no issues with that.
Did you see this? Hi, Heidi. What's up, girl? You didn't miss anything. Josh and I just having a blast. Oh, did you see Alex Kazan from Underdogs Athletics over there with Justin Kotler in Vegas, bench 270?
No. I don't even know who that is. Who is it?
Dude, you got to see this really quick. This is nuts. This made me kind of start tripping on what the world record is for women in bench press, natural women. This is nuts. This I don't think this girl's 25 that you're going to see here. And she got like Jason Khalipa genetics, like from her shoulder to her elbow. You know how Jason just had that crazy tricep development? Wait till you see this. Thanks, Susan, for pulling this up so quick. Wait till you see this bench press right here. Hey, I had her on the show. I can't remember exactly what she says, but I think she said she went from 250 to 260, failed 260, and then said, fuck it, put on 270. I think maybe that's what she said. And look at this.
Oh, that's pretty ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's legit.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Kind of new to the game.
Is she a CrossFitter?
Yeah, CrossFitter. Good, dude. Good, young, new, kind of new to the game. Always been a freak. It like as a, I don't know if this is right, but like a freshman in high school benched over 200 pounds.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
That's impressive.
Yeah, she can do some weird shit. Yeah, great head on her shoulder too. Anyway, okay. Back to workout. Where were we? Workout.
We just finished 3.
4. Okay. How's the deuces coming? You good? You made it? You're doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. A couple of times I heard your voice change during the show. We couldn't tell if you were holding one back.
Yeah. This one is a little weird, funky for me. What is it? Run 800 meters in a max snatch in 6 minutes. I don't know. I don't love that test. I I don't think the 800 meters with a 6-minute time cap, like you're going to see people. I don't know. How do you score it? Is it the
They haven't
weight?
said. They haven't said.
Okay.
So we don't know if it's 100, 100 or 50. We don't know.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see on that first one if the 800 meters actually means anything, because you could easily run a 3-minute 800 meter.
That chick's 21. Holy shit.
And so that's like, I don't know. I don't love the 800 meter run into the snatch. I don't see that being anything. I think the second workout, now the 8 snatches at 185 and 125 with the 800 meter run, I think that's a cool workout.
That's going to be awesome to watch. Dudes are going to just sell it on the run, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just think the first part is going to be like the 800 meter run is going to be whatever. And it's going to be all about the weight on that one. So I don't think you're going to see like crazy times, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that workout. I see what they try to do there, but like, why not just, I don't know, man, not my favorites.
Here's an enormous opportunity that will be missed if that run is on the runner. That 800 meters, we need to see the guys.
Yeah.
We have to see the guys. We have to see them. And ideally, they're not even in their own lanes. Like, you know what I mean? Not even showing runs. I'm like, we need to see them pushing and jostling.
I guarantee it's going to be on a runner, though.
Oh, you're fucking making me sick.
Yeah. Because they're going to have
fucking huge. That's a huge visual miss, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
I need to see like you and fucking some other guy come off the, it's on the runners. Oh my God. What a douche.
Of course it is. Yeah. It's going to be, of course it is.
I do the first one on the runner. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, because the first one, the run doesn't matter anyways. It's not even important.
But I want to see the guys.
I don't even understand why they even put it in there.
Do you remember when Graham Holmberg and fucking Chris Spieler dove across the finish line?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
On a fucking track.
Yeah, that's right.
In Carson.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was that long triple Helen workout, right?
I don't remember. I just remember like those dudes were like fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge that's a miss.
Yeah, wow. I agree.
Yeah, okay. All right. I wonder how Will knows that. That's a shame. I hope he's wrong.
6.
Okay, test 6, yeah.
20
your dinner's ready. Your dinner's ready.
It is, man. We got to get going.
Your meat's going to be cooked a little little more brown than normal.
Nah.
Right. I hear utensils going. She started eating without you.
She should.
She did.
We ran a little long.
That's what she said.
20 overhead squats, 500 meter row, 3 handstand walk, pirouettes, 2 seated legless. Like I don't like seated legless rope climbs. I don't. So like this is where again I look at this and I'm like seated legless rope climbs. Like is it an L sit? Because if it's an L sit, how are you going to judge that? Or are you just saying?
I think it's going to be once you come off the ground.
You just started seated.
Yeah, you just start seated.
So basically, you just can't jump. Okay. Whatever. I think the pirouette walks again are kind of. Oh, that's the handstand walk. Okay, that's where they walk across that. All right. Yeah, I mean, like it's a good workout. I like it. Yeah, it's like up down chipper. I like that. Those are always fun. Strict chest to wall handstand push ups.
The handstand walk pirouette's a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that workout. It's not. I do actually like that workout. That workout looks fun. Looks fun to me.
Hey,
and you're gonna have to push yourself on those 500s. Those 500s mean something, and so I kind of like that. The weight on the overhead squats could probably be a little bit heavier. I bet that could be 225 to give the because those rows really go towards the the row goes towards like someone. There's an advantage being a little taller on the row. And so
I can see the reflection of your fiance in your forehead.
And so that overhead squat could be a little bit heavier. But I think I say that without testing this. I'm just literally just looking at it with the handstand walk. Probably not actually. You're probably going to want to keep that 185 is actually probably a good number, and the strict chest, the handstand pushups. So yeah, never mind. I think those weights are probably perfect.
It's going to be fun because this is going to be
I think I like this workout a lot, actually. Yeah.
This is going to separate. This is going to separate a lot of people too.
I think so too. I think this will.
Some people are going to get stopped. They're going to get like DNFs on this one.
I mean, it's cool because there's so much upper body involved with it, and the overhead squat is just a great little like. It kind of fucks with you, you know, because
you mean at the end there?
Yeah, at the end, yeah. Like those are gonna be nasty, man.
Yeah. Okay. Test 7 and then steak time.
Yeah, exactly.
No test 7.
Is that it?
Oh, there.
There it is. 3 rounds, 15 echo, 20 toes to bar. Oh, and they're putting toes to bar in here. Look at that. And we already
Okay, so they can get rid of those. I'll send Boz a text.
Yeah, send them a text. Yeah.
Okay.
60-foot sandbag bear hug carry. Yeah, that'll be cool. I think that's a cool workout. 15, 20, 60. They're trying to make it look clean. I like that. I like that they're making it look clean with the numbers. I probably would go, I don't know, 20 just seems more appropriate in my head. 20, 20, 60. Because 15 is just, but they can send it on 15. So you'll probably see people actually like do those 15 calories in 15 seconds.
You can send it on 20 though too, right?
You can, but it's not probably as worth it.
Okay.
Where I think 15 is
you have to.
It's
mandatory.
You're gonna have to. So I like this workout too. I don't know if I like it's a little short, but it's coming off a little bit longer of a workout. What was the time cap on 6? Swipe back to 6. 15? Oh, 15. Okay.
Dude, that's fast for 6, right?
In my head, I would think 20 toes to bar each a minute. No, I don't think that's fast. I think you're going to see people probably get that done in I think you're going to see quick times, like 4 minutes-ish, 4 minutes something. Low 4s, maybe 3 something.
I wonder if,
because no one's going to break on those 3 sets of toes to bar. And the sandbag carry will be the crut. Like that low back is going to get fried. Hamstrings.
Can you take last place in a regionals event and still go to the games?
I could have in 16, the year I won, that year we were looking at the snatch.
Yeah.
My final event, I didn't have to do the final event.
Oh.
And I could have went to the games.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be that way anymore. And I'm sure there was other times where other people could have.
There's 60 people in the in the events this year. 60 people going, and like 10 or 11 or 12 or something qualify. It's gonna be massive. Are you going to any of the semifinals?
No.
Don't you have to have a good dude's boot there or something?
I should. I don't though.
All right. How's your team? Is your team good? Cooper doing a good job?
Yeah, he's doing great, man. Yeah, team's good, man. Programming's doing well. Slinging it. We just
good that you don't have to wear a good. You used to always wear a good dude shirt. You're not doing that, and you haven't talked about. Oh, that's nice.
It's my Payham shirt, man. It's just a little guy now instead of the big one.
And no good dude shirt and no camp in the work. So things must be good.
We'll do a camp soon. We just haven't launched it yet. I just need to get on the
maybe you could announce it here. You could do me a little favor. Big announcement from Josh Bridges.
I'm also getting married, so there's a lot going on this year.
You have any kids coming?
No, I have 2 kids. No,
ask again when drunk. That's 3 questions to ask when drunk. All right. I appreciate.
I think that's hilarious. What Will said. Put that one up. That's cool. That's cool, Josh. You didn't even have to do the last workout, but let's see Rasmus on the snatch workout. That's actually what I wanted to say. Who won that regional that year?
Did you win it?
Yes.
Oh, that's her boyfriend. You can't blame.
Not her boyfriend. It's her husband. Jesus.
Whatever. Same thing. Oh, please. Those words don't matter. Is Josh snipped? No,
never.
You can, yeah, me neither.
No way.
Wow, me neither.
Doesn't seem natural to me.
Wow. Okay. Let's go. We see eye to eye on shit. That's good.
Pound it.
All right. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, you were good. That was good. I was dreading. I just drove from Newport Beach up here today. I was regretting scheduling a podcast, and a podcast with you is like sex. Like a lot of times I just don't want to have it, but I'm always glad I did. It's like, yeah, that's cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
you're a good dude.
Yeah. All right. enjoy your steak. And I'll be bugging you for the next 3 weeks to add some star power to my show.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you.
Later, buddy.
Ciao. Josh Bridges is off to dinner to eat the meat.
Yo.
You don't see eye to eye with Josh. Don't lie. You look up to Josh. Whatever. Details, schmetails. Good question in there, Hartle. I'll send you a fitty for that. That was good. Wow, Heidi with the great follow-up. God, you guys need your own damn show. If he's not SNP, what form of birth control is he using? Solid.
They know the playbook now.
All right. Oh yeah, I should text Josh. You know that chick's fucking ridiculously hot. Where is he?
That you guys were hilarious. You had me cracking up. I'm gonna try something real quick while we're on here. Just test. Let's see. Yeah, go small. Okay.
All right. I'll DM my Venmo. Great, thanks. Shia Dance. Thanks, Josh and Sevi. You're welcome. Later, brother, Jeffrey Birchfield. I'll make sure to text him that. The pool boy. Oh, yeah. Where are you located? You got to be nearby. See you with Kelly. Okay, hi. So tomorrow, I'm prepping for a semifinal show tomorrow with Brian Friend.
Yeah,
right?
John Young.
That girl just text me again. She said I could just throw Josh on my back and carry him for a workout. Didn't someone make a good
Oh yeah, that was Kate on the new show with Hobart.
Oh,
and it was like the carry him meme and stuff.
Oh yeah. God damn, we've been doing this podcast for a minute.
Yep.
Hey, dude. Vindicate says I sent you some packages. I got the black on black CEO shirt. Absolutely insane.
Oh, I bet that's cool.
Dude, it is so good. And look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a CEO visor.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Grace wants one. Hey, that interview you posted.
Oh, with Avi? You like it?
Dude, it's so good.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send it over to our new guy in India who's making our Instagram post.
Yeah. They'll probably
God,
cool with it.
my Instagram is just blowing up.
That's
I can't
awesome.
even. Yeah, it's cool, especially for being so shadow man. Did you see me fucking with Travis Mayer today?
I didn't. I saw the post, but I didn't like dive into it too much. But I noticed he was commenting on a shirt. I think.
Yeah. I posted it on my Instagram. He says he tells that girl her shirts to. He asked some girl. Travis Mayer's at the training think tank, looking good by the way for a guy who's not going to the games, who's taking the year off because he's hurt, but looking good. And he said something funny. He said there's a girl there training, some hot chick, and fit as fuck, of course. And he says to her, "Hey, where'd you get that shirt at the Baby Gap?" And
canceled.
Yeah, and I rewound it. I got off the assault bike and got my phone and rewound it. Rambler, yeah. T training think tank, the training think tank, and I posted it and just tagged Travis and said canceled. Oh, that was Annika Greer. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. She's hot. I didn't even recognize her. She's playing a bit part while Travis says a line that gets him canceled. That shirt's too small. That's what that means, right? Did you get that shirt at the Baby Gap? I had to read into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had to connect the dots there.
No, it was not Spiegel. It was, I guess it was Miss Annika Greer. All the videos with the kids are badass. The dog shit in front of 20 mil, 2-acre lot, not so much. Oh, be cool. Mason, please. Send me your eval on the, my eval on the side. All right. So tomorrow, semifinal show. Did we move the Frisbee show to Thursday?
We did. We're just missing one party for that.
Oh, he hasn't chimed in yet?
No, Brian can't do it on Thursday.
Oh, he can't.
No.
Okay, so maybe still tomorrow.
Possibly, yeah.
I thought he was like had tons of free time now. Oh, he's traveling.
Oh, is he going to the semifinal? Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, maybe did he send us the videos I'm supposed to watch?
No, but I did find one on there and then sent it just so it was there. But we'll have to plug him for.
Oh no, he did send it. He did send it.
Oh, he did. He sent.
Oh
one.
no. Wait, Brian. Did you send videos for me to watch? I will try and watch tonight. Maybe we can do Frisbee show midday. Sevan, did you see Brian on Talking Elite Fitness? No, when? Recently? I think he works for Hamilton Road now. Did you watch the Don Fall interview?
No, not all of it yet.
With Pedro?
Not all of it. I did text Pedro before though.
Dude, Pedro killed it.
Did he win?
Dude, bro.
Awesome.
Holy shit, he fucking killed it. I wonder he won't report us if we play any of it, some of it, will he? He's not.
I don't think so.
Like if I played it on I don't want to fuck up the Josh Bridges podcast if I play it.
Yeah.
How are you on time?
Don't. Let's save it. We do a break later.
Really? It'll be old soon.
I mean, if you want to, we can.
Let me see.
I haven't like watched any of it or like.
I don't think he'll report us.
I don't think he will. We could always figure it out.
Pods and oh yeah, that's right. We could always take it out.
Just chop the back end.
Coffee, wads, and pods. Oh, he interviewed that girl that I'm trying to get on the show. From Australia. What's the girl's name in Australia we're trying to get on? Kylie?
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Van Ziel. Kylie.
God. There's so many people right now.
Okay, Dawnfall. Hour and 6 minutes. There's part I wanted to show you in here. I wonder if oh, I know exactly where it's at too. I kind of wanted to post about this.
I like how he started about the fan in the back.
Oh shit, I don't know where it's at. Son of a bitch. He says in here, what are you gonna do like to fix shit?
About the 30 million CrossFitters? Did you want to share this or are you keeping it down there?
Oh shit, thank you. Shit, sorry.
I didn't know
thank
if
you.
Doing something.
No. This is no, not about the 30 million CrossFitters, but about the media. He says something about which I thought was fascinating.
You kind of started looking at goals and you set out what needs to be fixed, what needs to be gotten rid of.
Yeah, 100%. Asked me to put together a plan. What would you do? I was like, we're going to start with a really deep understanding of where we are to make
just like those kind of videos that you're talking about, the Hamilton Road stuff and the in-house stuff of,
Here it is.
you know, like the older CrossFitters and the people who've maybe recovered from diabetes or maybe recovered from injury or stuff. Or is there like, is it kind of
I think it's without question the latter. It's without question it has to be a multifaceted approach. And we look at the end of the day, I think what we have to start with here is really being clear in what the outcomes are that we're trying to achieve.
No, I don't know. Okay.
In this case, our goal is to get more people into CrossFit affiliates.
Okay, everything should be for the
we should come into it now with a strategy and a set of we shouldn't assume that necessarily is going to work for all people. And so we have to be willing to, one of the things that we're really trying to work on culturally is the perfect story. At the end of the day, what's going to tell us whether or not it's working is if we can measure and track how that.
God, there's so much measure and tracking talk. It fucking drives me crazy. Do you remember when he was on the show and I was like, hey, dude, what you need to do is you need a fucking army of fucking 17-year-old kids or 21-year-old kids, whatever, 25-year-old kids, doesn't matter, making you $1,000 videos or $300 videos or $500 videos. People would fucking love to fucking make videos and have them on .com. And they just fired one of those guys. They had a guy like that. I'm trying to remember his name, Peter or something. They had a guy like that they just fired, which is fucking crazy. And now they're going to rely. He basically says they're going to rely on Hamilton Rhodes to make all their content for them, all their high, you know, like these really high end pieces. I just want to say, Don, it's so fucking easy. And then he talks about you remember in the beginning of the year when they launched with the magic of CrossFit?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big of a splash you make or how good you make something. It has to be a steady drumbeat.
Right.
It has to be 3 years. Media is like, media in this day and age is like planting a fruit tree. You have to plant a lot of fruit trees and then be in it for the long haul, 10 years. And you have to nurture them. And every year you have to replace the sick ones and you have to take care of them. And after 10 years, you won't regret planting those trees. All of you, on a legitimate note, outside of a metaphor, if you have a yard and you're not planting trees every year, you're so missing out. You're making just a huge fucking mistake. or even planting trees, fruit trees just in front of your house. That's what I used to do in Berkeley, not even on my property. And it pays off within years. You're like, holy shit, this is crazy. I cannot believe all the apricots, avocado. It's just nuts. Anyway. What Don needs to do, and I'll spell it out so simply, is you pay someone $520,000 a year. That's $10,000 a week. And maybe you have 10 guys doing it. Doesn't matter, 5 guys doing it. And every week, one of those guys submits a video that's between 7 and 15 minutes long, and he makes 3 versions of it, a 3-minute version, a 7-minute version, and a 15-minute version. And you release those videos, and those videos show a character arc of someone starting CrossFit or doing CrossFit and then succeeding at the end. So a story might look like a girl who only has one leg, starts CrossFit, and then we talk about how it changes her life, and then it finishes with her going to her L1. And it takes that filmmaker 10 days to shoot it and 10 days to edit it, and he gets $10,000 and he submits it, and he gets it. So now you have 3 pieces of content, and then you put it into that AI machine, and you make 60 Instagram posts from it, and you do that. And you do that every single week, non-fucking stop.
Mm-hmm.
The fat guy, the black guy, the midget, the old lady, the new upcoming games athlete. And you just do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do that for 3 years. So it's a $1.5 million investment. You probably got to bring Leif Edmondson back. You have to, I apologize for this. You have to get rid of the 5 or 6 of the people who are in the media department who are holding you back right now. You have like some really hardcore haters in there. You have some really incompetent people in there who have no idea what they're doing, and they're just haters. You have a sickness inside of there. And you can see when he asks questions, the places where Don flails a little bit, it's because he's not getting good communication with those people. It sounds like they're making excuses to him of why they can't get things done. You have to listen to the podcast, but there's a whole section in there where Pedro presses him on media. Sevan, how long until Don calls up Sevan to come back? I don't think they can at this point. I don't think they can at this point. But what the irony is it's at this point it's all just crazy ego. At this point, someone has to have told them. Someone has to have known. I was the longest tenured person. You guys know. I'm not gonna just suck my dick again in front of all y'all. But the formula is so easy. It's so easy and it'll work. He needs to stop being concerned. And then on top of that $520,000 a year you spend on those films, you have all the other little guys making quick scrappy shit that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to really stop worrying about measuring and all that shit. It's like,
well, the reason why I think he keeps going back to that is because it's not him in charge as the autonomy to just do that. Like he has to sell it to the board. And then they have
no, I don't think he does. Do you think he does? You don't think as CEO he can, dude? He can get rid of 3 people who work there right now who make $150,000 a year and free up that $450,000 and start the project.
Mm-hmm. If it gets approved, we don't know that process. Like, did they just say, "Hey, run with it," and then we'll see what happens in a year or 2 years? You have total autonomy. Is it there a check and balance? Does the board want something more reliable rather than just sending it out, kind of decentralizing it that way? I think the reason why it keeps leaning back to like track and measure, those are some buzzwords that we use in CrossFit. So it's kind of familiar under the methodology. Also, too, that's the only way that they're going to take whatever it is that they're doing and then measure it to see.
Let me push back on that. Every time someone brought up testing and measuring, it led to failure when I worked at CrossFit. And here's one of the reasons why. Will Stetter, Don did say he wants to do more scrappy media instead of just the high production stuff, right? But here's the problem. This has to be a long project.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be, you basically have to take over YouTube with those stories the way we did. You have to basically be that person again, just hammering. And it's going to take years for it to measure. And to be honest, $520,000 is an inconsequential amount. It's easy to do. It's easy to pull together for him. He just has to he just got to get rid of some of the top heavy shit he's dealing with. And the needle will move for everyone. It will move for the training department, and it will move for the affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
And think of all you can just point to that stuff nonstop anytime the affiliates say, "What's the value?" The affiliates will fucking love it. They will absolutely love it. It's such a no-brainer. Well, it seems like a no-brainer to me because I know what I'm doing. Don is the CEO, not the owner. We're placing GG type owner influence on an employee. That's what you were saying too, right?
Kind of the same thread.
Thousands have mentioned what HQ should be doing, all pretty similar feedback, and it's still not happening. Yeah, I mean, and they really do have some really troubled employees still in the ranks, and it's yeah, it's not good. That CrossFit main channel is completely dead too. I don't know how they get viewership back. If you look up CrossFit YouTube channel, that doesn't even come. What happened? Thanks, Will. By the way, sorry for mumbling as I read that. The thing, that magic thing, you can't do flash in the pan. That's what I mean. You'd be better off just. It needs to be a steady drumbeat. Even if they're all C's, all the videos, eventually you'll get some A's in there, and you'll just build and you'll build and you'll build.
And you also know that high production doesn't equal high visibility. Just because you spent a shitload of money to make what you're making does not mean you're going to get that same attention or anything in return, right? It's another swing at the bat. So whether it's high quality or low quality, it doesn't increase your odds by spending more money.
Media is king. Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine just started putting together some Instagram videos for me I put on 200 followers just like that. Just from him just doing those ones that are like super trendy right now where I say something and then he has Yoda go, "Oh," and then I say something else and a little Twitter bird flies by. I mean, it's just, and all of a sudden I put on, and it takes work to do that. But they won't do it because they're owned by Big Soda.
Hot take.
Pierre Venditti, Tennessee Titans released a video talking to people on the street and got the most viewed schedule release. Others had full production graphics teams. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I think the sentiment is what you're saying is like they pulled it off with just doing passion projects and authentic shit on the streets. Yeah, of course. I think CrossFit is way too obsessed with high production value. They refuse to get on board with the new wave media. Yeah, and they just got talkers over there. They don't have doers. There's so many talkers over there. The worst thing that can happen to a company. Project managers, all those kinds of people, bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Adios. Yeah, and it's not a dig on Hamilton Road. Vindicate Hamilton Road won't do low budget. Amazing. I cannot say enough kind things about that guy over there and his competency. Charlie Dubey. He's awesome dude. First one in the building, last guy to leave. Everyone respects him. I don't know anyone who doesn't. From all, he's a man amongst boys. He's an adult. He can tame all the beasts. I dig him. Have you met that dude?
No, at least I don't think so. And if I did, I apologize.
Great dude. Good CrossFitter too. Strong dude. And I think when he started working there, he wasn't. He kind of did the transformed himself, as I recall. Oh, Actually, I think maybe he did have. I think maybe he was a crazy athlete. Now I think maybe he was like one of those dudes who was insane at basketball or something. Now that I think about it, or had a crazy vertical leap. He did something. Yeah, here we go. I did work with Hamilton Road Productions once, movement standard library for some app and development. Good people. Yeah, he's awesome. So, all right. So that's it.
Yeah. I am curious to watch that though. I'm stoked.
It's good. Pedro's so good. Yeah. Let me see.
I shot him a little text before, and
give that shit a thumbs up right now.
His response made me think like, oh shit, yep, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, look at a good push on questions. Well done. This interview is incredible. That was fabulous interview. I really enjoyed it. Great interview. Holy shit, dude. Well done. Wow, this was one of your best stuff, Pedro. Way to ask the hard questions. Absolutely excellent interview. Yeah, I mean he stayed on Don. I hope Don takes some of this to heart. Yeah, and Don was great too. To be honest,
would you describe Don as a visionary? Like, did he cast a vision that inspired you? That like fired you up, that really made you think like we got.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what? Like at some points during the interview, because it was as I went through moods, I was like having different feelings towards Don.
Mm-hmm.
Like part of me wants to be like, dude, Don, just get off the pot and shit already.
Mm-hmm.
But
learning, deeply understanding,
yes,
strategies in place, working towards their.
Yes.
Team's communication skills are getting better, and we're excited about the new opportunities.
The team said the team so many times, and I was just
yeah.
Oh shit! Rich Froning has they did a second podcast. How many podcasts?
Have you been listening to those at all?
I haven't yet. I need to.
I haven't listened to start to finish, but the ones I have been like peeking into, they're cool.
Where do they go live? No.
No,
go,
super,
where do I see
high
them?
production? It looks really good.
Oh, you're pissing me off.
Angelo and Rich and Roy, they're a good combination.
Shut up.
It's okay. I'm just juicing them up so that way they're like, you guys should come on out. I'm like, we will.
Hell
yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't talk about you because they'll be like, where's? Oh, it's just you. Fuck.
I just see Angelo and Rich. Episode 3. Oh wait.
Rory
no, Rory's in there too.
Yeah, like he'll field the questions and he'll kind of move it forward, and then like Angelo.
What questions?
Like they'll just whatever stuff from the internet, or just questions that he has, or just things they're kind of riffing off of.
Look at that picture.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Personal question.
Oh, cool.
When you hit share screen, you go to present and then share screen.
Yep.
For me, I used to be able to just click on whatever I wanted and hit share, and it would pop up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do that anymore.
No, I think they did an update to where you have to bring it in now.
Okay.
And I don't know if that was switched or toggled off or toggled on or something. I also didn't know that we could turn off the comments for our guests.
What does that mean?
They can't see them.
Oh, so they can't see each other's comments?
No, so they can't see the chat's comments.
Oh, we can do that, you're saying now?
Yeah, so if you bring in like a guest and for whatever reason you don't want them
to... Josh got really distracted at the end. I should have turned that shit off on him.
Yeah, so you could just click a button and then it'll turn. I don't know if you could do it like on and off while he's on here, but I know it's a setting.
Will Brandstetter, the third one is by far the best. Well, that's good. It sucks for me, but that means Molly Rich is the man. Ugh. When's the last time Sevan went to Mayhem? Too long. Don is stuck between his military and tech identity, but leaning more to the latter. Someone's going to call Rich and be like, dude, they said your name on his podcast. And he went, blah. Oh, shit. Trish talked some crap to them. They said they're going to do live soon. Oh, great.
Oh. You're welcome.
I liked did you see on our Instagram Bruce posted Chase and Bill getting sassy?
I did not. I must have missed that one.
Oh, this is good. Let me you want to pull it up, the Real Sevan Podcast? Look at they got sassy. So that show that JR, I think JR came out of his shell when I was gone. I think JR is better when I'm not there.
He was when the one that I hosted that you weren't here, and I had all the guys on the whole panel on. He was like
Killing it,
doing it for me. Yeah, like he was. Yeah. He was like,
and Taylor was nice. Okay, scroll down.
What's the programming?
Oh, shut up and scribble. Oh, maybe. Oh, wait.
No, that was just a post to that. I think it's this.
Okay.
One, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Listen to this.
Show just unveiled for Sevan, so this will be a little bit
Echo.
Go watch it, but go f yourself. Sevan created this breaking new idea of a new show. AR Hal and Taylor Self will go a deep dive into CrossFit programming from analyzing post games events.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Scribble. I wonder where they got that genius idea from. But there is plenty of room for everyone, and the more people get educated on programming, the better the fans can be, the better the programming can get. So come on in, the water's fine. So I think their first show airs, let's see, tonight? It says tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern with Brian Friend. They'll be diving into their first takes on the semifinal programming. And yes, this new show, all about CrossFit programming and past games events and analyzing. So, good, good fresh idea. Good luck, guys. I will be watching because I love listening to those guys talk. So glad they got something of their own. So celebrate the people we know in the space. Hopefully they will all bring more attention and more education to the fan base. And to those that are programming.
He's processing a lot there.
Yes.
Boom. Thank you very much.
God, Chase just went through a lot. Yeah, I that's how I feel I am on this show. He just processed like fuck you to like okay.
Yeah, and at the same time also like promoted it on their show, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the little tongue in cheek, like fuck you guys, but we're still doing you a solid here.
Yeah. That's how. Hey, it's okay, haters. That's good. That's how I feel about Rich's show. Well, fuck. envy. Yeah, haters.
Hey, we should. Hey, what if we just do a reaction show to Rich?
to what do you mean, to his show?
To his show. So his show comes out, then you and I just react to his show.
Like a mystery theater 3000. We just watch his show and react to it.
Thank you for all the content, Rich. We really appreciate it. Now that you're live, we're live reacting to you.
Trish was slain during the live kettlebells and cocktails live stream tonight. They're doing live stream too. My God, good for them. Can you pull that up and see? Can we read the chat?
That we could probably do.
She was trying to get Nikki to not have PC answers. PC. I like how Molly says PC. God, I haven't heard that term in forever. Politically correct. I need to get those shows from Brian. Final round highlights presented by.
Oh, streamed 2 hours ago. Q&A with John and Nikki.
Yeah. Okay. And then can we just look at the Trisha's handiwork?
No, I think it's because the show just ended, so it's going to process.
Okay. Let's see the comments. Let's see what comments are.
There's no comments. That's what I mean.
Oh. No comments and no chat.
Right.
I know you can't see the chat until it comments, but you can't see there's no one's comment.
No one's commented. It's only been 2 hours and it only has 92 views so far.
It'll probably get another 92 views of people just to go see.
They look
Matthew, you put in the highlight show. Brian, are you able to do tomorrow's disc golf show? I'm looking at our text with Brian.
Yeah,
and you posted the frisbee competition, so he hasn't posted anything.
No, I went and found it. But to his defense, to Brian's defense, that one that I sent to you had only been released like 2 hours or 3 hours after I sent it to you. So I think all of this stuff is coming out. I don't think there was enough of it to come out.
Oh,
or like
okay.
It was.
Oh shit! And this is only a 14-minute show. Stockton.
The highlights of the final.
I can't believe they go to. I mean, it says something about the sport when it's in Stockton, right? It's like where jiu-jitsu tournaments are and frisbee golf.
Not much budget for a venue. That's what that says. Both of them in kettlebells and kettlebell and cocktails here. They look good, lighting wise and stuff.
Oh, they got. Are you kidding me? Is everyone killing it? I can't wait till tomorrow. How come on everyone else's shows they have little borders around their pictures and shit, and they got all this nice shit?
Oh, well, I actually started playing with that on my own so we could kind of update some stuff. And I was like playing with our different like backgrounds that we.
Oh shit! Who made that?
Me.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's still, there's another one that I
Let me see with the California hormones one.
Yeah, hold on. That's the one I gotta bring in here.
That was good. And Will's show they had a little border around the. Oh, I have a. You know what I forgot is my phone.
Is this one it?
In Will and Taylor's show they had a little. They had a border.
Will makes all that cool stuff. Will's really good at that.
Hey, did you see that the Frisbee organization has a dude who's trying to get into the women's Frisbee? Did you see that?
No, really?
Yeah, it's actually catapulted. It's been great for Frisbee golf. It's kind of catapulted it into the mainstream media.
Oh, that is good for Frisbee golf. Should just be cool with that. Let it happen.
Hey, maybe we should have Travis Mayer on the show during semifinals. He's not doing nothing.
Yeah, he's awesome too.
And him and Josh, that'd be like the two nicest guys in the sport of all time.
There it is.
Okay, I'm plugging the phone in. So I have the phone now for tomorrow's show with Brian.
Nice.
Hey, does anyone else take live calls yet?
Not yet.
Fuck those
But
guys.
if they do, they could go themselves.
Right, yeah.
What do you want?
Hey, did you see Miller Lite has a commercial that's like hating on women's bodies? Have you seen this?
No, what do you mean?
Yeah. Miller Lite's put out this commercial that shows a girl wearing a vest with a sweater with these huge tits. It's kind of the irony. It's kind of ironic. It's funny. Oh, that's nice. California hormones.
Yeah, I played with their logo, so it popped a little bit.
So Miller Lite, I can't tell if it's some satire or not. It's a lady walking around with a sweater on with huge tits saying how women have been disrespected by all the bikini posters and calendars and girls in bikinis that have been used in beer ads.
Okay. So
and
in a vest now?
It's just fucking, it's bizarre. I can't tell, but like who doesn't like, how is a woman in a bikini disrespectful?
That's a great question.
It's only if you hate women's bodies.
Personally, I've never found it disrespectful.
Yeah. How is that? Hey guys, it's almost midnight on the East Coast. Good night. All right, fine.
Okay.
Focus, Sevi, focus.
1999.
I got a new Instagram post just sent to me. I haven't watched it yet. You guys want to see it? I'm kind of scared to show you guys. No?
Not that one. Not on the tube.
No, not the Prozac one.
Okay. All right.
Not the Prozac.
It'll be nice till July.
Dang, I think I can share this. You think that Prozac one would get us kicked off of?
No, I'm just paranoid.
Better safe than sorry.
Yep, 100%.
Okay, here we go.
That's the scary part about the DEI movement. That it's just they are overtly just racist, sexist lunatics, and they want the world to be that way also. And
when these people take power, their behavior will give instant evidence of the insincerity of the effort. You know, when these revolutions succeed, the first thing you have to do is kill all the revolutionaries. The point of the effort is about the control of the sheep. That's the effort. And for anyone to think that BLM or DEI, that the movement in the broadest sense, politically, culturally, it's Marxism, that the resulting structure will do anything other than abuse blacks, intellectuals, and Jews, you're nuts. You need a history lesson.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Hey, but Sevan is a medical professional. Speaking of medical professionals, So 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, the CIA comes out and says, hey, we lied. The Hunter Biden laptop was real. And those 50 CIA guys that we had signed saying were fake, we knew all along it was real. Did you see what came out today?
Mm-mm.
The FBI is admitting that they knew all along from day one that the Trump-Russia collusion thing was a hoax. They should have never opened the case. They knew it was not real from day one, that it was a fake dossier. And
Zero accountability still, though.
And we know that the 49ers game was completely rigged. You guys ever trip on all your friends who fell for it? And that, like, are you ever concerned about like your parents or your family or your friends that like just went through a 2.5-year psyop and how they're recovering and dealing with it? It's like that movie Clockwork Orange. It happened to them all. And we just sat there and we tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen to us. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
They all got psyoped in front of right? I mean, they all had a psychological operation performed on them. It's not like conspiracy or right wing. Like we just saw it happen to you. And that, how are they mitigating it now that it's like out in the open that it was?
I mean, they have the
how are they processing it?
It's the masses on that side too. I mean, so at that point, what are they going to do? So you can't really dwell on it because you can't change it.
Do you think they will perpetually double down? Why? Because they'll go crazy the other way if they admit it. Dude, it was the FBI thing came out on CNN.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, I know that is surprising. I'll play you the clip if you want. It's crazy. I couldn't even believe it. Of all people, it was that Jake Tapper guy. Let me see if I can find it. You see that Instagram has like updated its shit and like how you share videos now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've been tinkering with it quite a bit. I've seen it kind of like change in subtle ways a lot over the last month, I feel like. Or maybe a little longer.
I can't find the exact clip right here, but after extensive research, Special Counsel John Durham concludes the FBI never should have launched the Trump-Russia probe. The American people were scammed.
Wow.
Fuck. I wish I could. Oh, here it is. 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 It's fucking nuts. But they're worried about the Dominion. Tucker Carlson lying about the Dominion machines. I don't understand.
Report is now here. It has dropped, and it might not have produced everything of what some Republicans hoped for. It is, regardless, devastating to the FBI, and to a degree, it does exonerate Donald Trump. Regardless, the report is now here.
You know this guy fucking hates Donald Trump, right?
Yeah, I mean, that whole entire network existence was attacking Donald Trump for forever. I mean, the whole time he was in office and way after.
It's like, wow.
Hey, dude, that's as close as you're ever gonna get to any sort of like admission of like, yeah, we were wrong and we were pushing the wrong. Probably we were pushing propaganda towards you the whole time.
Right. John Durham isn't FBI though. FBI won't admit shit. I'll dig more into it. And I appreciate you saying that, Dick, to get just an honest approach. But the fact here that even CNN is saying it, something's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I don't know. I have so much distrust for that corporate media that I always just feel like, okay, so you're giving us this because then what else are we missing now? Like what else is coming down the pipeline that you guys are like, oh shit, yeah, let's unravel this because we don't want them to find out about this. But that's just me being a skeptic, paranoid of the government.
I saw something crazy about Zimbabwe today. I wonder if I can find that article. You know what's crazy is Zimbabwe took a handful of years ago took all their white farmers' land away. Do you remember that? They're getting ready to pay reparations to their white farmers.
Oh my goodness, that shit is crazy. Have you seen the Thomas Sowell's take on that?
No, on reparations.
Yeah, he just basically. I mean, it's the same type of argument that everybody makes. Is like, where does that end? Because over the scope of history, like every race, every ethnicity has been subject to slavery always throughout history.
Is this new?
No.
Oh,
I don't think it's that new. If I find it again, I'll send it to you. And he made a claim of like the there was like white slaves in North Africa during a certain time period, and I can't remember this, so I'm butchering and paraphrasing, but he essentially was saying that there was more white slavery in North Africa than there was black slavery in the U.S. in the colonies.
Right. And how about the reparations to the 300,000 soldiers who died, white soldiers who died fighting the Civil War?
Right.
I know the whole thing is bizarre, but regardless, you don't do that. People alive today aren't responsible for what their people in the past did.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, if you're going to pay reparations, what's next? Are we now gonna blame all black people for all the shit that black people do in an aggregate that's negative? Right. So this country was built on black slavery. We give them money, but this country, more than half the murders in this country are responsible for black people. So all black people are going to be given also 10 years in jail. I mean, like, what the fuck? How does that work?
Yeah, that thinking that way doesn't exactly pan out across the different ideas, right?
No.
And the other thing too, and you already said this, is that anytime money is given like that, all of it just flows back up to the top anyways, because a lot of the issues aren't like, I don't have enough physical dollars in my pocket right now. They're behavioral issues. They're fiscal, responsibility issues. It's like your personal finance and understanding that and understanding money and things like that. That's the bigger picture of getting people out of poverty, not just handing them a lump sum of money, because that always results in them ending up most of the time worse off later than it did in the start.
We would see some crazy shit.
I said,
there would be like a run on Ferraris or something.
Reminds me of the old Dave Chappelle skit. You remember that?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. And he pulls up and a woman's interviewing a bunch of people that just got reparations. So she's in this like black neighborhood and she's like interviewing a ton of people, and it's all like Chappelle's a bunch of different characters. And at one point she goes, "Sir, were you a truck driver?" And he goes, "Hell no, this thing's filled with menthols. I just bought it straight cash." And then she's like, "Oh," and then Chappelle's sitting in like a lawn chair and he's like, "How about a lap dance for the world's richest man?" I like takes out a bunch of money and she like sits down on his lap. It's classic.
Mr. Chappelle.
Yeah, timeless comedy.
All right. Oh, wow. Make snippets of your podcast that I can post on my account, mostly involving me. Oh.
What?
You know my friend who I wanted to do that Instagram channel with, where we go places and we can see what she can trade. She told me today she'd pay $50,000 to have Josh as her personal trainer for a year.
She wants to pay the man.
Yeah. And then I sent Josh a link to her Instagram account. I'm like, she's pretty hot, huh? I think she's like the hottest girl walking the planet. And he's like trying to stay stoic and shit. I was like, I'll ask you again when you're drunk.
You sent the Instagram page?
Yeah, I sent the Instagram page.
Good. Perfect.
All right. Semifinals tomorrow. That's just me and Brian alone. I'm gonna have to work the back end.
John Young will also be there too. Yeah, and Brian.
Oh, okay.
That's stuff they'll go over. So.
Oh, do we have John? Did John Young make it in the thumbnail?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not.
Oh, there's no thumbnail. Okay. All right.
Oh, well,
with Brian Friend and no. Oh, we gotta put John Young. We gotta put John Young's name in there. Let me edit that in real time here.
Hey, taking care of our boy John Young.
I can't believe we have Sarah Sigmund's daughter coming on.
Yeah, that's cool, huh?
Awesome.
She's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's not tomorrow.
It's Thursday.
I am stressed out about it.
Why?
Because she's like, in my mind, she's a superstar.
Yeah, she is a superstar.
John Young. My friend and John Young. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. If you and Brian are alone, he will work the back end. No fair. Molly's so excited for Sarah. I started the show today and Josh said I look like Steven Seagal.
I know, I saw that. I was listening to it on the way home. You also talked to nobody for a minute and 20.
Oh God.
Mic wasn't
Oh my God.
connected or turned on.
Hey, okay, I need to cut that off.
Everybody in the comments like audio, no audio, no audio. Like, why did you guys say something?
Someone even text me.
You guys are good. He's such a good guest. The two of you guys together is hilarious. I was just laughing the whole time.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow, and then maybe tomorrow night, Brian and I will see you again. I'm not sure. My buddy Greg Glassman's in town. I'm also trying to get Greg on the show on Wednesday. We have Alex Stein scheduled for Wednesday, but if Greg says yes, I'm going to push that. And I'm also trying to get Dave this week. I'm really trying to pack the house. And tomorrow morning, we'll be reworking the studio here, the live studio. So, all right. Catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, oh shit, Alex. Yes, he's coming back soon. Scheduled for Wednesday. All right. What if I had Alex Stein and Greg on at the same time? Susan was like, "Can we do that?" I was like, "I don't know."
It's gonna be crazy.
All right. Bye-bye.